You with it?
I'm so with it.
I think it's time for the
I'm so
countdown.
ready. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Wait.
Wait. I
gotta have some of this,
Yeah, I ran out. I'm all out.
You want another?
I'm dry. I think we're out. Fuck. Yeah, that's alright, though.
I'm gonna send Kendall a little drink run.
I'll survive. No splash.
Yeah, we'll be okay. We'll make it through.
Oh, yeah.
We just got water jugs, yeah?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. I start drinking out of my juggie again.
Hell yeah.
Have to, bro. All right.
Of course.
Now I'm ready.
Yes.
Let's hit it.
Let's get it. 3, 2, 1.
What is good, my friends? Welcome back to
Welcome in.
the official Flash Brothers podcast.
That's right, baby.
That's right,
Here
baby.
we are.
We're on the ship. My name is Sam. We have set sail today on the voyage with my first mate, best friend, roommate, the legendary Star Warrior himself.
Who? Me?
Joshie.
What's going on, everybody? How we doing?
Oh my gosh, bro. Episode 46.
Oh my gosh.
And
my gosh.
We have another signification.
46. Significant.
Significant.
Yeah.
Yes. There's significance.
Yeah.
For sure to this episode because
Excuse me.
wow, I just realized too, 6 episodes away from 1 year, baby. Episode 52. But
52.
this is
That's crazy.
It is not the end of season 3.
No,
but this is going to be our first official midsummer break.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very, very true.
While I'm going back on my Minnesota trip,
Yes.
I will plug all of that in the patch notes to kind of give like a firm rundown.
Firm one.
But
A firm one.
it's cool. It's fun because I feel like the energy for today's cast is as we talked about in pregame,
yes,
right?
we did. Go check it out.
Yeah, go check it out, baby.
That was an insane episode of pregame.
We
really dug
great
deep.
send off.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Honestly, yeah.
For the next couple weeks.
Yeah. And if anything, like probably the average length of our longer pregames. Like we usually pregame is about an hour. That's like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Not bad, man.
Joshie,
today, speaking of which, is season 3, episode 46.
That's right.
July 9th.
Ooh.
All right, we're recording on Tuesday.
That's right.
We recorded Monday last week, I just remembered.
Yeah, we did.
That's why it turned into the 1st.
Yup.
That makes sense.
Come on
I'm like,
now.
okay, the dates aren't lining
They seem
up.
a little strange. Because they are.
Well, yeah, so, it's been a hair over a week since we last recorded.
I like that.
Yeah.
A hair.
A hair over.
A hair over.
And, as usual, Joshie,
yes,
I have fun surprises.
Ooh, I love surprises.
Can I be honest?
Be honest.
The way that this podcast, a part of how it's evolved is I think my favorite part is actually just surprising you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
you specifically.
That's my favorite part of making trivia.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So you get the hype, right?
Yes.
Like, I almost though like. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like abstractly. Yeah. It's almost as if I had and have lists of topics, ideas we can talk about. Yes. But instead of, I guess, going really with just what I want or the selfish picks. Yes. The picks that I almost immediately like can picture. How you would react or how our conversation would go. How we'll go with it. The more hype it is, especially if you don't know about it, that's the ones I get really excited.
That's what makes me excited, man.
Yeah, dude.
And that's why I'm excited for this episode.
It's dope, bro, because it has totally, for me, separated. I almost had this mindset, I don't know about you, of entering the podcast space. Okay. And, we are a video game podcast. Of course I want to be unique and different. But I also want to maybe compete. Yeah. Now, I'll be real. Yeah. I am not on anyone's level. No. Like, that's not where we're at. No. We are in our own
We're doing our
category
thing.
here.
It's like what we talked about, I think it was last episode, about enjoying the things you do. Yes. Not because you're looking towards the future or trying to be something. It's you're trying to have a good time. And if you're not having a good time, why do it?
Why do it?
Well, what did Reggie Fils-Aimé say? If it's not fun,
Why bother? You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly.
I finally nailed it. I always notoriously misquote the actual
You
quotes.
did great, actually. I was expecting you to a little bit.
No, dude, you put the words in my head. You put the visual, and then you're like, you want to say it? I'm like, oh, man, you set it up for me, bro.
Well, that's like one of my favorite quotes because I think about that a lot. Because it's such a simple quote. It's like with great power comes great responsibility. Whoa. So simple, but the ramifications are true. Yeah. And they can be they go for your entire life.
No,
if it's not fun, why bother?
Why bother? You're guiding my thinking here because I was going to say, you also said my probably actual favorite quote. Not my actual. Yeah. Like, seriously, from it makes me love Spider-Man all that much more.
Spider-Man is
said
the
that
best
pregame, by the way.
Yes, we did.
Which we will get to details in a minute. But, Joshy, I have, as tradition dictates, our pop topic.
Ooh, right here for you, brother. Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah, you ready to jump in?
I'm so ready to jump in.
Let's do it, baby. Joshy, today's pop topic is player's choice.
Player's choice, huh?
Player's choice,
right?
And I think this will be a recurring, as much as fun as it is to like make things that are brand new.
Yes.
I like things that have like a recurring theme. Yes. And so player's choice, you're probably familiar.
I've heard.
This is a big gamer's term, all right?
It is.
Especially, I think, really in terms of Nintendo, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I guess, yeah. There's also the Player's Choice Awards, right?
The Player's Choice Awards, but also, don't you remember when they had their $20 discounted? They were brown cased almost.
Was that called it was like red.
Player's Choice.
That was what it was called?
Player's Choice.
Yeah, you're so right.
So, and kind of just, to be honest, what players, right? Yeah. It's just Nintendo decided these are going to be like the best.
But they are some of the best.
They are some of the best.
You could get those games for $20 on the 3DS. High quality games. That's how I got Donkey Kong Country.
They had Player's Choice back on the GameCube.
Oh yeah, they did. Bro. It was the yellow border. Yep.
It was yellow, and it was like zoomed in, right?
Yep. It was zoomed out. I think it was like a little zoomed out, and the border was yellow.
Yes.
That one is pretty controversial. Some people don't like the way those look.
Well, I'll be real. Cool. I definitely always traditionally love like the full box art, how it's meant to be.
Yes.
I don't like cutting. If anything, like if they did like maybe a thin bezel. Right?
Yeah.
Like old school monitors, right? Like it's like they had thick bezels.
Right.
It's like, no, we just...
Dude, they've been doing Player's Choice since
the NES, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Bro.
That's crazy.
Dude. Fucking Thousand Year Door was a Player's Choice game.
Wow. It looks like the reason they did it was because it was any game that it was a million seller. So it sold 1 million copies.
Well, that makes sense.
That does make sense to me.
Joshy, I'm not
That's right.
I don't have $1 million reason for having Player's Choice be the name of today's pop topic, but I will tell you that the idea was giving you the topic today.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So giving you any free, it can be off topic, it can be gaming related, whatever you want to talk about now to start episode 46, I'm giving the wheel to you, my man.
Okay, well, I have something.
In the ship.
I have something I do want to talk about.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because I've talked about this a lot on the podcast, but I also want to bring it back to some anime because I feel like we've been swerving away from anime.
I can't believe you just said that.
Why?
I cannot believe you just because we notoriously do this thing that we have talked about. I am literally writing anime, the word anime, and a timestamp right now. Until later. Okay.
Okay.
But there is a significance to why you just said anime. But
everything comes full circle here in the Flash Bros.
I completely agree.
Why do you
just
think
know
our
that we're
logos are
already on the same page?
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well.
Okay. Well. So right now, I am so down to kind of dive into this idea that I've been wanting to kind of push onto you, which I am you know me. When it comes to my stories, I'm an experimenter, and then I almost make hypothesis, and then
experiencing stories.
Yes. And then I what's the word? I try them. What the fuck is the scientific term?
Test?
Test
your hypothesis?
Test? Is that the way you say it?
Ooh, try?
Yeah.
Right?
I test it. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I do.
Or you...
Isn't there a word? Help me out here.
You fact check, right? You like reverse engineer? Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of fucking words.
I guess test it. Yeah, if you can test it, that's what a true hypothesis is.
Right.
Because an idea is something that you can just think about.
Yeah, but I get what you mean. Right? Like it's in a way of like you got to make sure that there's no holes.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Right? So what I've been doing and what I want to one day challenge you with.
Okay.
I know you watch all of season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes, you
but
did.
I talk about this all the time.
You did.
I believe, and you know, I'm all about watch orders. I'm all about experiencing things in the right time.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of anime, you don't really need to do that. Right. A lot of things you don't really need to. Right.
I'm gonna be honest. The way your brain is, it's so crazy because it's something I would never be able to create a watch order. I'm not kidding.
I love them. I love creating them.
I
love
look
searching
the watch order.
Exactly.
You're the person who makes it.
Same thing with play orders too. I'm all about I'm all about playing games, seeing when they fit, seeing if you have to literally pause at a chapter and be like, should I go play the DLC and then do this, blah blah blah, all that, right? All about it. All about it. For a lot of games, it's pretty straightforward, some it's not. Jujutsu Kaisen, I think, is a special anime to me because I legendarily hated this show. I did.
Legendary.
I not even just I thought it was okay. I thought it was shit. I thought it was trash. I genuinely thought it was one of the worst. So
you were not impressed.
No, not impressed at all in any way. And I believe that is kind of the fault of the watch order in the way you're supposed to start the story. So
really?
Absolutely. So
you don't think it had anything to do with the hype?
No. Yes. Yeah. I think it did. For sure it did.
Yes.
However, I believe it's a part to it.
A testable hypothesis here?
Yes. So check this out. Okay. So I've been saying for a while, I believe every person should start Jujutsu Kaisen on the first 5 episodes of the season 2 anime.
My chair is pissing me off.
Is it pissing you off?
Yeah, I need to move this mat. It's like
move the mat, Sam. Because you know what you're doing? You're taking away from my time, buddy.
I am.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I was fucking with you.
I'm moving this.
Nah, man. Fuck
Forever,
that.
bro. All
right, fuck that.
Please.
Okay. So, I've been testing this. Oh, no. I've been theorizing about this.
Yes.
I've done it myself, but I haven't tested it on a guinea pig yet. So what I've been doing...
You're saying I'm the fucking guinea pig right now.
Actually, in fact, you would be the first human test subject, technically, if we're going into it.
However, I love how this sounds, baby.
The first human... technically the first human.
Okay.
Barely a human, my little brother Drew.
Oh, yes.
He's a hamster to me, right? Love them so much. They're cute and adorable and lovable, right? But also... I can explain a bunch of things to him, and I can sit down. I have plenty of time with him. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So, I sat down and I watched Hidden Inventory, which is the name of the first 5 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen season 2.
It's called Hidden Inventory.
Hidden Inventory. Yeah. Its first half is called the Hidden Inventory, and then it's called Premature Death. It is amazing. One of my favorite 5 episodes of any anime. I've rewatched it 3 times now, just because I wanted to watch it again. All because of that. I believe, and this is my new watch order, and I want to just give it to you now because I think this should be the next anime you try. And I want to try and solid that into the truth of the world. Check us out. First 5 episodes of Hidden Inventory.
Okay.
And then you're going to watch the movie called Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
So this is season 2,
episodes
1 through 5.
1 through 5.
And it's called Hidden
Inventory. That's right. And then on Crunchyroll as well.
Write everything down.
Please. Yeah, that's why he's repeating it, just so you guys didn't know. Yeah. I think most people know that.
Yeah, I think I've talked about it.
Then you're going to watch a movie called Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Watch the whole thing, obviously. Because the character arcs that are set up in Hidden Inventory are completely finished in Jujutsu Kaisen 0. But it's also a perfect setup for the story. This is not, technically besides this, it's not watching anything out of order. Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is based on the original one-shot manga that Gege Akutami wrote it's called Tokyo Polytechnic School for Sorcery or some shit like that. It's the world of JJK, and it's the completion of Geto and Gojo, partially. Geto and Gojo's character arcs, which are 2 characters you'll meet in Hidden Inventory. All these have been planned from the beginning.
What was the first character's name?
Which one?
Geto?
Geto? I said Geto and Gojo. 2
Geto's in season 1, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
But my issue with season 1 is that I went right into it feeling like this feeling of, why should I give a shit? Genuinely. It's not fun. Why bother? Why give a fuck? That's what he said. The truth is, I didn't care about Itadori. I didn't care about Megumi. Yeah. I didn't care about Gojo. I really didn't. I was like, okay, what does it mean to be the strongest in a world I don't give a fuck about? Yeah. Right? What these do is set up these characters perfectly, continue their arcs while introducing new characters. JJK Zero introduced... You remember those second years? And they kind of just show up? In JJK Zero, they are the main characters. They're the main characters. They are the first years, right? Okay. So they're the main characters. It does bother me when, like, you know... I'm just like, why do I care? I don't. I really don't, like, truthfully. So, I have been rewatching all of this.
Well, I mean, like, actually, let's take that to One Punch Man, right? When it, like, really goes into, like, more in-depth look on, like, remember, who's the Bat guy?
Metal Bat.
Metal Bat, bro.
Love Metal Bat.
What a badass character.
What a good example, too, by the way, Sam, because sometimes you'll be introduced to a group of characters. Right. And you're kind of like, why should I really give a shit?
Why should I really give a shit?
Yeah. And they do that with I think One Punch does it perfectly, especially for the seasons to come, too, because what they do is in season 1, it's kind of Saitama's season of what he deals with. All of them are about Saitama, obviously. But I truly feel like season 1 is the introduction to the ranks. All of the Class S heroes, besides Blast, who we don't see at the very end, all of the heroes, we see all of them, right? And then you're kind of like, okay, you know, they're here. Season 2 is those heroes and Garou's story with Saitama, obviously. So it's this perfect evolution of those ideas. And then you see Metal Bat, you're like, oh, this is why I should give a shit. You see Tank Top Master, okay, this is why I give a shit, right? There's all these characters that are like showing off why you should give a fuck.
Dude, even fucking, could we talk about
Bang
a guy on the bike?
Moomin Rider.
Moomin Rider,
He convinced me in season 1, though. You remember that shit? Yes. He is one of the characters that I literally...
Just iconic,
It's not about, he said, his line, it's not about winning or losing, it's about me taking you on right here, right now. He's like a Class C hero, weakest of the weak, trying to go up against like a special grade, I don't know what the fuck they're called, monster, basically. Yes. Tackling him while his bones are being broken. It's also even a great
example of like a character that, why do you give a fuck about this guy?
Why should you give a fuck?
Why should you?
Yeah. Why should you?
He looks like a nobody hero.
He looks like a goofy guy. Yeah. And you know what? Yeah. Who gives a fuck? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So what this does is not only give you chronologically the correct way to watch it, and then after this movie, I want you to write down Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1. Because what this does, this first season sets up Megami perfectly. This next season sets up the second year's perfectly, while also intriguing you to the large cast of characters. And I promise I'm testing this right now. Not only does it work, I've had multiple times Drew has looked over at me and is supposed to have been like, wait, so he was like, I'm not supposed to know like how important this is to the story? I was like, yeah, you're just supposed to kind of watch it. Why do you think I wasn't so crazy about it? It's a lot of stuff. I would then say after the 5 episodes of season 2. Sorry, no. I was gonna say watch season 2. Yeah. If you want to rewatch Hidden Inventory, it's that good that I would say, easy 5 episodes, but season 2 is what I would put on next. This watch order is perfected JJK. I'm not kidding.
Honestly, you've talked to me about this watch order.
I've been working on it.
Well, dude, you told me I think it was like 2 months ago at least.
Oh, I've been cooking.
It was not long, honestly, after you started going ham on all of JJK. Which I think.
Well, I'm caught up in the manga. It was back in.
Yeah, it was definitely not the manga days for you, but
like before.
Like yeah,
because during the manga it was like Christmas time because I was doing Picture Perfect.
When did the movie come out?
The movie came out a couple of years ago.
Okay.
So it was when season 2 was wrapping. I finished it with Azzy when he was in town the last time he was in Arizona, which was at the end of October.
Okay.
Or the beginning of November.
Oh,
and so during that time was when I started reading the manga.
Oh, wow.
And around that time was when I came up with the watch order because I rewatched the movie. Well, first I watched Hidden Inventory into JJK0 and I said, holy shit, this is so good. They should have made this a duo movie. This would be fantastic. Because Hidden Inventory could be a movie. It really could.
Hidden Inventory?
You'll find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so intrigued.
There's a whole reason.
Yeah, that's sick.
It's, yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, so that's my homework.
That is your homework. Whenever you get done with Seven Deadly Sins, I think you should give it a shot again.
Joshy, it's crazy you say that because I think this is a perfect opportunity to jump from our pop topic into our rendezvous.
No way.
Yes, because Seven Deadly Sins. Bro, this is now the part for sure. Ooh. Everything is like... Oh, I very, very vaguely remember this.
Slightly?
Slightly.
Yeah.
Even now, like, I'm going to say...
where are you at?
I'm going to say right now, this is like major, major spoiler.
Throw a spoiler warning
the end
right now.
Of Seven Deadly Sins.
Johnny, if you are listening... 5,
yes.
If you are listening right now, I'll give you a second to skip ahead, okay?
Yeah.
I would say just skip to the next part, right?
To be honest, yeah, because we're going to talk about some anime for a second here. But...
just in case anybody out there.
I'll even just put the timestamp right here, just in case. But
okay.
Yeah, spoiler warning.
Yeah,
dude. So, Bon finally. It's now from 3 episodes ago.
Oh my god.
He came back right after this. Basically, this is the timeline of Purgatory, from what I understand, from Meliodas, Wild, and Bon, and this whole arc with the Demon King, right? It kind of is really put in the back burner because so much focus is put on Miel, right? And
there's a lot's going on.
Well,
with those
so
guys
much,
too.
right? It's Gother, everything with Gother, everything with King. Yes. Even Deanne, she is really kind of taken... All you see of Deanne is how fucking strong she is now. She's embracing the dance with her fights. And she is the earth, bro.
She's the queen of the giants, man. She basically is at this point.
It's so badass. It's crazy, right? You see, like, and it's wrapping up all the stuff with the whole old... Like, kind of, what's the word? The old holy war, okay? Now, this is a very personal journey. Who has Bond been this entire time?
Right.
If anything, he's helping the Seven Deadly Sins, but he's doing his own solo thing. He's the Fox Sin of Greed for a reason, right? So... Dude, the loyalty, the friendship, the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the love he has for Meliodas.
Oh my god.
Is
it's the best in the series.
I'm going to say it again.
Yeah.
This guy went through, and this is where I don't remember exactly, but I think it's around half a century, or wait.
A century?
Century's 100 years, right?
Yeah.
No, 5 centuries in Purgatory.
Yep.
That he's experienced weight that is way stronger than normal gravity, cold, and freezing temperatures that are colder than ice,
scorching
hot,
fire,
hotter than magma.
Yeah.
It's all hitting your body.
Yeah.
So you're literally wearing and tearing as you're walking. A human would last
a
5
second.
milliseconds, bro.
They would die in a second.
Instantly.
The only reason Bond was able to survive that was because of his healing ability.
That is the only reason. But probably maybe just because he lived. How long was Bond alive since he got?
It's been about
the Fountain of Youth.
It's not been that long.
It's been like
50 years.
200?
No.
Not even.
Well, because think about it. The fountain was destroyed, and then King was brought to justice because he found the rubble. Okay. Remember? And then they blamed him as the lazy king. Okay. And then they arrested him. So it's been like probably
and then 50,
and then after that,
50,
Meliodas created the sins and they were in prison for maybe like a little bit of time.
Oh, you're right.
So it's been probably like 50 years.
Okay. So, he spends 500 years in these conditions, even gets himself down to the state of apathy because he's finally, his brain's about to give out because his body won't give out, right? So now he comes back to reality. He immediately, no hesitation, gives his immortality to revive his love. Just in time, by the way, because I don't know if confirms this, but visually, when the Ten Commandments are flying back to the Meliodas' body in the cocoon.
Yeah.
You just see Melascula in the little flask break out, and it almost looks like she dies.
Or is
she alive?
Well, she is alive technically.
Okay.
But she, I don't know.
Well, where I was going with it was, I thought that was literally in the brink of time before Elaine passed.
Before she would have died because of
Melascula, right?
Her commandment.
Yeah. So it was because of the commandment, right? So truly, like the timing impeccable. So now fast forward, it's to the group. What fucking happens, bro?
Dude.
The actual Demon King is revived. And this Demon King, he's almost not, even the way he talks, he's such a badass in human form. I like him way better than him as like the...
You're talking about him with the blonde hair?
Yes.
Blonde hair. That's him in Meliodas' body.
Which, by the way, is the poster, the wanted poster of Meliodas looks like that.
It's what he would have looked like if he aged. The Demon King is older than Meliodas, and so he...
So he's got these arms, and he just looks like
with the
such
all white
a last boss. Zanza-esque.
And the arms around him, too. Yeah.
Very Zanza-esque, very adult Shulk, which is kind of what Zanza is as well. The parallels are nuts.
Yeah.
So he's just fucking doing his thing, and... Right?
But
like nobody can touch this guy, right? Nobody.
Yep.
Escanor, even Mael. Mael is getting his ass handed to him, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the first time Mael's... No, it's the first time Mael's ever been challenged, really.
Think about it. What Escanor is that, what's it called? Not commandment.
It's called a blessing.
The blessing.
Oh!
Which is...
Grace.
The grace. That is a partial ability of the supreme deity. So it's not even close to Demon King level. Even with all his power, Escanor's willpower and pride is what brings, I believe, the one to be more powerful than Mael at his full power.
Right.
Because Mael is graceful and he kind of doesn't hold hatred in his heart. But when you take that fire of cruel sun and you put that into a human with human desires and pride and all these things, you create a demon, not an actual demon.
It's like Mael can consistently use was it Sunshine at like peak level.
Right.
The one is beyond peak.
Is beyond peak. That's
only for a minute.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
Because it's his will. It's not just the ability, it's Escanor. He's the one. He believes himself to be
We haven't got there yet because I think if I remember right, where you and I left off was Escanor was beefing up. Escanor was about to do something and potentially sacrifice himself. Some kind of like the one moment. We're almost there.
Wow.
We're on episode 11 or 12. Okay, we're like halfway at the end of the final season. So, painting this picture now with Bond, the party gets wiped. Nobody can handle the Demon King.
Yep.
Then Bond shows up, and even just in the way, because of everything he's been through, the best part of Bond and Escanor is that they're both actual just humans. Okay, and so. Especially Bond. Bond was just a cheater.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing about him that is cheating is the fact that he is invincible.
His body is invincible.
It's invincible.
Because of the fact that his body adapted to the harsh... It wasn't just that he was constantly healing. Over time, his body became the thing that could survive in purgatory as a man. As a human. Man.
So... Before Bond even shows up, I forgot to mention that the Demon King did this really, really disgusting OP ability where he basically just made everything within like a huge multi-mile radius just get destroyed, right? Yep. And they're surviving because King used the little
the egg thing,
the true spirit egg thing.
Yeah.
Which Kendall made a comment. It's a meme because you see right through it and it looks weak, but it's actually strong as fuck.
It's like the strongest.
It's almost like the perfect cube.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're doing their thing, and then I think Gother said, "I'm sorry. Like, if Bond's out there, he's dead." And Bond is just standing there.
No, he's completely
the Demon King.
Yeah.
I see. Very impressive, right? And then. He's not recognizing really like this truly is Bond that he was fighting in Purgatory.
Right.
who he was fighting for 70 years.
70 years.
Straight.
Right?
In those conditions. So it's all coming out.
Yeah.
Then in the duality, Bond looks like he's getting beat up a little bit. Well, he's definitely doing work to the Demon King.
Oh, yeah.
Then you go internal.
Yeah.
Meliodas, they're fighting for each other. He's like, you're not just fighting me, buddy. You're fighting my other half, Meliodas.
Yeah.
Meliodas saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
so
and it ends really sad. Yeah. Because it ends with I made a joke. I said I never could picture the Demon King would be so good at lullabies. That'd be his thing. He's like, go to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
No one else is here now, because he's like trying to trick him, right? About the curse and make him really just give in. And then, dude, none of the sins take it. They all show up right at the end.
Dude, oh my god.
All show up. I will say one last thing. I remember you told me this a long time ago, years ago. You said you had a conversation with one of the boys about basically making fun of the animation in this part of the anime. I definitely see what you're talking about now.
It's towards the end of the season,
jarring.
The especially when they're throwing the blows of yeah. It's like really not good. And I am of the opinion, and I've said this all the time, I don't care for flashy animation. And I will stand by that.
Yeah.
The truth is, if your story is compelling, I don't think you need the best artwork or animation. I think I don't
if
know
anything,
what happened.
Doesn't it make it a little more impressive?
It is. I have always said that I love this whole season, and even with the dips, because it does kind of dip, I think they were rushed on time. I don't know what happened, but I think something happened with the studio.
Something, because it definitely
it dips.
It's very unpolished.
Bro, it dips.
Compared to not even that far back for our podcast.
Yeah.
When we started this, it's like how they portray Gilthunder.
Yeah.
You can look at him in season 1.
Yeah.
He shows up and is doing the thing with Meliodas. And, like, the hands are going crazy, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. You go to this, dude. Gilthunder, right at the 3 episodes ago, he takes Margaret and takes off. He's just there, and it's like you literally see his animated body kind of moving awkwardly, and then it goes to the background, which it doesn't show the camera moving. It just goes there, right? It flashes. Flashes. And you just see his body getting smaller. And then lightning and it's just doing this. It just everything kind of just looks jank.
Yeah. There's especially towards this end, it starts to get janky. And I'll say, it's something that I've defended a lot, but you know what? It's not really possible to completely defend because
it's not, bro.
The truth is, it's just not the best. Not even really close.
No, to be honest with you, if anybody even wrote in and said this is inexcusable, I
never argue when people are like, yeah, Adrel just dropped the anime because of the animation.
Didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Seriously?
He told me. He said he's such not a fan of the anime, the animation, that he literally said he had to drop it.
Whoa.
That's what he said recently.
Wait, did he drop it in
part.
season 5?
He dropped it in season 4. Yeah.
Well, I don't agree with that.
I don't agree either. That's why I told him, I was like,
see Escanor.
I know.
And the animation is not.
Yeah.
But can you in your right mind look at this image and tell me this looks good?
Yeah, it's this ending.
There's a lot of problems.
It just gets jank. It just gets a little jank.
What is with her hair?
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's janky. It's a little goofy. Sam's pulling up a picture from season 5.
Yeah.
It's a little janky. Perspectives are off. It's not even close to the best animation.
Not the true. Yeah,
series.
Or the manga.
Yeah.
Right? Seriously.
Oh my god.
No.
I read all this in the manga, and it's kind of sad to see. How it got animated.
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to actually read the manga for the final season after finishing it.
It's worth.
So I could even skim it. I just want to see it.
Yeah.
What it's supposed to look like.
Totally worth seeing. I promise.
Bet.
I will say too. It gets a little jank towards the end. Animation picks back up, I'll say, and another really cool thing is the new series that's currently being animated right now. It's still coming out.
Four Nights of the Apocalypse
is a different animation studio. So what happened?
One I've heard of.
No.
Okay.
No, it's like something telecom. I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay.
But
I got you.
The way that Seven Deadly went was that it was studio. Fuck, I don't remember. Anyway, first 3 seasons, this specific studio, and then it got changed season 4 and season 5 to this animation studio that kind of changed the style a little bit. But I just think they just weren't feeling it at the end. I'm not kidding. I just don't know how. I don't have any other explanation.
It's
because this same studio did some crazy stuff in season 4 and the beginning of season 5, where what's his name, Mael is like getting revealed, and you see like Esterosa take on those commandments, and he like does this movement right here, and it's like starts shining. It's insane animation.
Crazy
so
good animation.
I genuinely have no other explanation beyond I just think the studio was out of it towards the end. They wanted to wrap it up. But that doesn't make sense because there's a movie.
Like Crunch has
Check
to be
this out.
involved,
I think it's Crunch. So one thing I've learned a lot recently, behind the scenes for a lot of animation studios, crunch is some of the worst thing to ever affect anime because there's a movie that takes place after this season. And it looks amazing.
It's amazing.
It looks incredible.
Yeah.
The animation is amazing. The whole, like, when they're standing, everyone looks so perfectly on model. That's the term, by the way. If you ever see a character and they just look a little off, they're off model.
Off model.
That's what it is. It's kind of like it's just
it makes
the animation
sense
term.
because there's got to be like some origin form here.
And also, a lot of anime have moments where characters look a little off model, just look a little like animation dips. That's just animation in general. You can't have peak unless you're Attack on Titan all the time. You truly can't. But
you're absolutely right on that. By the way.
With that said,
especially season 1 through 3.
Oh my gosh,
like,
dude!
It's so consistent. It's stupid.
I still feel like season 4 is one of the best animated shows out.
It's just I liked the animation so much better watching it the second time.
In season 4?
It's season 4.
So for me, for season 4, what they did was Mappa tried to make Isayama style a little bit more, which in the manga, there's a lot of line shadings, if you know what I mean.
I do.
Less thick lines. They don't have thick lines in the manga. That's completely Studio Wit kind of taking their own. And they also kind of made everyone...
The problem is I loved it.
I know. Right? And it does look good. But the issue is the way that the eyes are drawn and the way that the characters are kind of rounder, if you ever notice.
It's off model.
It really is not Isayama's style. Like, you go back and you read anything, you look at Mappa, they are doing things to the T.
Yeah.
I'll also say, if you're excited for more Seven Deadly, which I very much am because the new season is still coming out, they only have 11 episodes of this new show.
That's so hype.
It's so well done.
Yeah.
Like, it really is like... I'm glad they got a new studio because it just felt like, they were crunched too much and didn't really want to do an action shonen style.
It makes sense.
And I'm really impressed with even some of the things from the later, which I've accidentally been spoiled on and seen look amazing.
Okay, well,
and I wish I could say
nothing
more
but good
words,
things,
but
bro.
It's so good.
Seriously,
so good.
I'm hyped for a lot of. It's crazy. I feel like there's a lot of anime things on the horizon that I'm hyped about. Like the wrapping of all these things, like the wrapping of Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer's coming to an end. Did you hear about what they're doing?
Live action coming out? No.
We can talk about it in the news if you want.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait
cool. Because I have actually a little surprise.
Yeah.
For you in the news section as well. Joshy, do you want to Let me say, I'll finish my rendezvous here with Paper Mario.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
you still playing?
All right, I have actually a negative, but I think it's subjective. I don't know if I could objectify this.
Interesting.
We are still playing. We actually played. We played probably an hour and a half last night, and we played for like 4 hours the day before.
Nice.
For like our date night, that's like all we played. It was way fun.
Nice.
We're pretty far in. We have Bobbery now. Bobbery is that pirate bomb.
Oh, nice,
dude!
The captain looking dude.
Yes, the captain. So the level of detail.
Yeah,
he's technically the navigator on our little cruise line that we got going on for going to this island trying to find the treasure.
Yeah,
and he's an old, like, respected, one of the best, truly, right? This design is crazy. So I don't know how Bomb-Oms really, like, got this kind of design, but in Paper Mario specifically, all Bomb-Oms and their race has, like, a spinning dial behind them, almost like a wind-up toy.
Yeah, I mean, that's all Bomb-Oms. Yeah.
Well, some Bomb-Oms don't have the wind-up, right?
No, all of them do. That's
all
like
of them?
Yeah, man. That's like you're talking about, like, that little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, it's just like a part of their design.
Well, but there's some Bomb-Oms that don't.
No, he's just looking from the front. They all have that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even like Paper Mario.
Perfect. Okay. Well, let me describe to you in detail the model for Bobbery.
Yeah.
Okay. His wind-up is a ship wheel, right?
Oh, yeah.
He has his fuse is like the type of rope that is used on old school ships.
Yeah, that's tough.
Look, the model is so high quality, it's so insane, cool. Bro. He's got like the pirate, his yellow eye. Yeah. It's hiding the other one almost like an eye patch, but it's not an eye patch, right? With his hat, the color scheme on it, everything. It is
What's his name?
Character design. Bobbery. Admiral Bobbery.
That's so fire.
Bro, he's so fire, and he's just like, he's literally like the captain to the group.
Yeah.
He's the most like, all the other party members are kind of like passive to Mario being the leader, and Bobbery's respectful of Mario being the leader.
Right.
But he's also way older than him, right?
Yeah.
And he kind of can just kind of be like, all right, guys, stop messing around. Let's just do this, right?
Right.
Yeah, he's a great character.
I love it,
man. We're doing the voice acting, right? So I'm doing like, he's got the pirate voice.
Yeah.
Arg!
Arg, you made it.
Hey, get back to the ship.
Get back to
the fucking crew. I love his design. What's different even from, because the partners is really what makes Paper Mario so special.
Yeah.
His thing is like you throw him up like a lob, and wherever he lands, he'll just walk a couple seconds, and he'll start to blow up, and then blow up, right? Or you can even stop it early and blow him up. And the design, the sounds, the way he's in battle, it's so fun because it's actually the complete opposite of Paper Mario 64. In 64, your second party member is a bomb. And to be honest, she gets progressively weaker as the game goes on because she's the second party member. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
This is literally the last party member besides a secret party member.
Ooh.
Yeah, but it's the last one you get in the story. So obviously, since it's the last one, he's crazy. He's got Mega Bomb, can blow up everything on screen.
I love it.
Yeah, so tough,
That's so cool.
So we're playing. It's a lot of fun.
I love his design. It's so cool.
I love his design. I also love how they reanimated everything on this beautiful island. It's so peak, bro. You even walk into like the little like pirate grotto. They have added almost camera angles and cutscenes. It's just beautifully done. I do have my minor complaint to wrap, which is I see what people are talking about with a lot of people vocally do not like the remade music. Okay, I finally hit a point, but to be honest, I have a counterpoint for it as well. First off, this has come from like probably the last game to truly feel like this for me was Final Fantasy X. When Final Fantasy X came out as, you know, an HD remaster, but they really remade it. They changed some of the characters' faces.
In what?
In Final Fantasy X.
Oh, yes.
So, to be honest, it was very divisive.
Yes.
Okay? A lot of people loved 10 Remake, including me. Right. It's not even considered a remake. It's considered an HD remake, okay, in its own category.
Sure.
But a lot of people do not fuck with the new face models, right? Or anything like that. Kind of the same with people who've complained about the shiny floor, right? People have complained about a lot of... There's very, very few localization changes.
Yeah.
I think... it just makes me excited for you to play it.
Yeah.
Because if I was to give you homework, it would be play this game. It's it is perfect. You will play it, I believe, and truly be like, I cannot believe this is a Mario game.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is a first-party Nintendo game. The writing is peak.
Yeah.
I rest my case, but I want to say is that it also notoriously, the peak music of the game is no doubt the original music.
You think so?
It just is, bro.
Sometimes it's tough when it remade music, you know?
It's just, tough with it. Yeah, it's... I'll just be real
about it.
Okay, what's different is, it's kind of hard to explain for me, maybe because I'm not really a terminal, like, I don't know, like, a bunch of these music terms, but I'll do my best.
Sure.
Basically, the first sounds like it almost is a made-up, digitized version of instruments. So it doesn't sound like it's, like, made from, like, real instruments in a band or in an orchestra.
Yeah.
It's like MIDI, right?
Like a style.
But it's pretty high-quality-ass MIDI tones. There's a lot of just charm and jank. I don't know how else to put it, but you've never heard a soundtrack like the Thousand Year Door soundtrack.
Really?
Everything is unique. Everything is super high quality. Nice. And it's not Zelda. It doesn't sound like anything else. It's very unique. Yeah. Okay? And specifically Thousand Year Door, I'm talking every track.
Really?
Yes. It is
bangers?
Perfect. Bangers.
Oh.
Yes, bro. I'll show you actually when we take our break in a sec for Flash Ultimate. But yeah, the final boss level is banger as hell. It's the X-Naut Fortress.
Oh, yes.
Right? But they changed a lot, and a part of changing and remastering, you kind of can get a taste of it in Smash, right? Yeah. It's, okay, you can always do more, and the change is inevitable.
Right.
So the way they kind of did this is they made it more, it definitely sounds like, almost like a Smash rendition overtone.
Right.
Okay? Which means more instruments, more soundstage. They've added more sounds. They've kind of tweaked it. I love, you're in the jungle on this island.
Yeah.
And it kind of sounds like bongos, right?
I like
and it almost sounds like maybe like some coconuts and some snapping. Yeah. It just sounds very unique to the area. When you get into the battle music, the only part I like better is that each area has unique battle music.
Oh, that's sick.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Not just the overworld does, but then when you get to the dungeon, it also has different...
That's tough.
Yeah.
I like that.
They went ham.
Yeah.
I have reached the first piece of music I can fundamentally say is not as good as the original.
Really?
It's called the Pirate's Grotto.
Okay.
And it's the level I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Getting to the boss of the area. I think getting...
It just sounds...
My 6th Crystal Star.
So it just sounds like not as like quality or
you know what?
Too quality? It takes away from the charm maybe?
I think we should break right now.
Okay.
Into Flash Ultimate, and I want to show you.
Well, I need a rendezvous.
Yeah, actually I was thinking we'll come back and do a rendezvous like fresh.
Easy.
Yeah. You
Let's
down?
do it.
Yeah. I want to give you the floor.
Pee? It's almost like a less nostalgic sound. And more of like a modern, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which makes sense to be a modern game. But at the same time, it's like you can't beat that OG sound. Like some people could technically say, like, oh my gosh, the new music from the remake of Diamond and Pearl is better. But is it though? Let's get into it.
Let's get into it, baby. Okay.
All right, baby.
So we are officially back.
We are back.
I gave Joshy the... full disclosure, I showed you 2 songs.
Yes, you showed me 2 songs.
So the area specifically in this Pirate's Grotto, and what I think is very mysterious and very almost like, you brought it up actually, Majora's Mask.
It's like a Majora's Mask sounding song. The Thousand Year Door Ruins.
The Thousand Year Door.
Yeah.
Almost Temple of Time vibes.
Yeah, Temple of Time, or even like, I don't know, I can't think of a specific song from Majora's Mask, but maybe even just like, that beginning section? Remember how that sounds?
Oh, like Majora's Mask?
Yeah, Majora's Mask.
Like, are you talking like underneath the the windmill?
Clock Tower?
Clock Tower.
Yeah.
Under the
Clock Town? What is it called?
Clock Town is the name of the town. Yeah. And it's under the Clock Tower.
But you know what I'm talking about? It kind of sounds like that vibe, right?
Oh, it's called Underneath Clock Town.
Underneath Clock Town. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it is a clock tower, right?
Yeah,
right.
It's a clock tower. Yeah, but it's called Clock Town. Right?
Oh yeah. That vibe. You're so right.
I like it. I think it just comes down to that charm of making do with the limited sound bit. You know what I mean? It it's so charming because your brain almost like kind of uses the sounds as like it's you know what it's supposed to sound like, but it's just unique. Yes. You know what I mean? It's just a unique sound to the soundtrack. So I heard that, and it just sounds like a much more modern soundtrack. And if you heard that before, you probably wouldn't think anything of it. But you're right, just the charm of the original, a little bit gone. You know?
Yeah.
And it's not the fault of how they did it.
Exactly.
It's just the way that sounds change. You know?
Yeah.
And that's.
To be honest, I would rather have nothing else. I'd rather an attempt at recreating something, and we got that. Right?
Also, the ability to listen to that's what matters.
That's really what matters, my guy.
Agree. Yeah. I agree.
Even many other games have given that option.
Oh yeah,
original soundtrack.
Yeah,
remastered
soundtrack. Yeah,
Joshy, I want to give you the floor.
Yes,
to,
I got a couple things I want to
Rendezvous.
talk about.
I knew you did, my guy.
Come on, you knew I had to.
Yeah.
Well,
one of the ketchups.
Actually, they all are pretty big. Excuse me. They're all pretty big. But
bless you, bro.
The brand new update. Oh, bless you, then. The brand new update to Pal World has officially come out.
Okay.
And as we know, I'm the biggest Pal World fan out there, right?
Certainly that I know.
Probably the biggest of anyone that knows me,
yes.
Right? Of anyone that they know. I dig into the deep depths of all of Pal World. Mm-hmm. Also, they took away my achievement again. I got it back from, you remember how I 100%ed on Steam?
Yes.
They added like 13 new things, which all go with the new updates. Which is fine, but I just gotta grind a little bit more.
I don't understand why they don't have another category.
Yeah, like something else. That's what PlayStation does. And I think they do it great. But Steam, they literally just take it. You don't get your ribbon anymore if they add new ones. Alright, that's fine. That's cool.
You should have like a retro ribbon?
Yeah, or something. Or like the OG. Yeah, I don't know. Legacy would be great, but fuck it. I don't get it anymore. That's okay.
You can earn it again. I know how much you love learning something. Earning something over and over again.
Yes, sir. Some of these are tough though. It's like catching a number of pals. Like it's gonna be a grind. But
you're in for your run, bro.
I am. Yeah. So I just want to break down a little bit of what this update added and how those little things add so much to the game.
Yeah.
So the max level has been moved up to 5. I'm so sorry.
By 5.
By 5, yeah.
To 60?
No, to 55.
55.
So it was originally 50 is where you're maxed out. And the way Pal World works is that you get a amount of technology that you can unlock using technology points per level you get. Okay? So 5 is going to be a lot of new stuff. And there's even ancient technology. That's a lot more that you're going to get into. So far, I think I'm level 53. And I'm just taking it slow. You know, I'm really trying to dive into each level, where they're at, and what I'm getting at each level. And I honestly think it is genius level game design for end game additions.
Like what specifically?
Well, one big thing, you know how materials or something in like Terraria or Minecraft, those kind of things, you get those per level. You can't really get the next material without having the last material. One of my favorite things in games is this feeling of unlocking a new aspect of the game, like a material set in Minecraft, and that feeling so new and having it be the rare material, right? And then mastering that material, having all your objects crafted with that said material, and then moving on to the next. I already had it was called Pal something ingots. Yeah. And it was the like latest thing, and it was kind of hard to get. It still is hard to get,
for sure.
But I'm mastering this amount. They also boosted the level of how much you can level up your base, so now you can officially max out at 4 bases, which is a big deal.
That's one more.
That's one more base than we had before. Huge deal, because the amount of things your base can give you is huge. They've honestly taken away a lot of things that seemed essential. Like I used to have a coal mining base and an ore mining base and kind of all these things. In the new levels, they've added basically an ore mining station that you can place at your base, so you don't need pockets of ore that you need to find and set up a base at.
Oh, you told me that the other day in the living room.
Yeah. So now this is a brand new thing. They've added ore mining, coal mining, sulfur mining, all these things that you can have at your base set up.
And that is That's kind of hype.
It's huge, to be honest. And I know it doesn't seem so massive, but the way that it changes, the way you're using your bases is incredible. I basically only have 2 bases that are producing a large amount of stuff. I'm getting thousands and thousands of ore because of the amount of pals that I've gathered. I have the best miners all working on my my mining. I've bred like the best smelters to be able to literally smelt as quickly as possible. And my original hype. It's so great. It seriously is so great. So just those little additions have added so much to the game. They've added like oil is something that you can mine for now. Like you need to set up these giant things which need like a large amount of electricity to be able to like power them. Just a lot of really huge in-game things, and those things lead into other things so incredibly well. They just added PvP. I don't really have anyone to play with. So the arena, so far, I haven't checked out, but I probably will at some point. And
it speaks volumes that the game is so good that will eventually, I look years from now, the multiplayer has been established.
Oh my gosh.
And it's probably crazy good. The fact you're having so much fun with it before that even exists, big testament to the game. I also really respect... agree, by the way. Patient game design, okay? In these games, kind of like World of Warcraft, I feel like is like the origin of this, to be honest.
Yes.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, I spilt a little on my
face. It like directly
it shot right up, but that's face, okay.
Bro.
No sugar, so it's not sticky.
No, you're right. Yeah, no sticky, no mess.
Yeah.
So, I feel like, I'm thinking also of like RuneScape, but I feel like, RuneScape and WoW were just very different. Like, RuneScape added some things to the base game, and then they ultimately just kind of, like, made a RuneScape 2.
Right.
And then 3. World of Warcraft, like, kept you within the same realm. So, you know, this is even doing it for free.
For free,
right? Like, that is mind-blowing.
This feels like huge DLC, and it's free. It was completely free for a $30 game, by the way. That was $30 on top. That's it. That's all you gotta pay.
Yes.
No DLC, no season pass, no anything like that. It's like such a refreshing breath of air seeing new developers, and I know they've been around for like 7 to 6 years, but in the span of like
seasoned, bro.
No, in the span of like game developers, they are new to the scene essentially, and this
is also their first project together.
Basically, like this is. Everything that the guy, I can't remember his name, the CEO of Pocket Pair said, all the money that they are getting from this game is going directly into making the game more. And if this is the first update of many, I just can't wait for the rest of it, because I would keep playing if they max out the level at 100 and they keep going with little updates that keep just bringing
That's what I mean. Like, and that in
is
my mind,
so exciting.
When did the game come out?
Last year around, it was like September or September, I believe. Or
so
August.
How many months? So it's been almost a year.
Yeah,
it's been 10 months.
It's been 10 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
To go from 50 to 55. So it's gonna be a while.
If they do, I mean, they could even just go bigger. They could just say fuck it. One day we're going to 10 levels. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so,
but it's very that's exactly what I'm saying. Like the patience of like, let's just add a little more.
Let's add some more.
Let's add a little more.
Yeah.
Let's add a little more.
It's even not even a little more. They added a whole new island, and this expands the game so much because it's
very ambitious.
It's not just the character. What can I do in this world? It's let's expand the world and the character and what you can do with pals. They added like skins for free. You can just unlock. And
that
you have
also
to, like,
is mind
build it.
I can't believe it's just straight free.
So they literally have like, you know, all those like characters you were showing me on Pokemon Go. They have like sunglasses and all this stuff you can put on specific pals. So now you can name them, dress them up, make them look like kooky, silly, however you want to make them look.
Makes paying money for those seem
my god,
silly,
it seems silly, right?
Yeah.
This is
because they're just doing it.
But guess what? This is exactly what we're talking about with the whole indie game scene. If you are overinflating, overcharging, doing all this shit, guess what? People will stop paying for it. Because guess what? People are going to show up who do it for free. It feels like such a retro style game because all this shit, by the way, 50 levels is a lot of game. All right? And to add then...
That's a lot of game.
5 more as this huge update for free, it's not finishing the game like Nintendo's been doing, where it's like they'll release it and then, free updates. No, these should have been in the fucking game since the beginning. This is adding more to what was already an extremely well-established game. More is honestly better in this situation, and it's seriously blowing my mind. So I'll wrap that on Pal World, but I want to mention...
That's hype, bro.
Seriously, so good.
Thanks for mentioning that.
I needed to mention it because I've also been seriously locked in. I also spent 3 hours last night downloading completely the Xenosaga series. And I am currently...
Which you were telling me?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Right before we
It was quite the ordeal, but we got them all downloaded. I worked at... Shout out Drew. He seriously helped me out. I got to buy him some ice cream or something because... Fuck, he was working with me, and I almost brought him to tears at the end.
Sometimes, I'll be real, dude, a lot of the modding scene, not common sense at all.
That's literally what I said to Drew. He was like, you probably could have figured this out, in time. I'm like, I wouldn't have.
No.
I promise you, I would not have been able to do this if it weren't for you.
Seriously, it's like, this is common sense.
Yeah.
Then you get into, mechanic work, and then even further, let's go into software now.
Yes.
Okay. This is in their realm of common sense.
That's exactly it.
It's another world.
I could not have ever if it weren't for Drew. So shout out Drew. Seriously huge that he helped me out so much. I started Xenosaga 1, Part 1, and I am extremely enraptured in it. I'm very, very into it. It's a very it's just a very huge world. It's huge. It is incredible. I am already I'm so glad that everything that's going on with the whole Xeno series is happening the way it is. And I just want to say it's...
Is the... No, I got a question. What do you want to say?
No. I was just going to... Tell me what you're going to say.
Yeah, what I want to ask is it... It's a two-part question. Is it confusing? Coming in with everything you know from Xenoblade, right? All the pre-lore, the pre-combos we've talked about. To be honest, I never thought we'd be in this moment.
Sure.
I never thought you would actually download
sitting down and playing Xenosaga?
And emulating Xenosaga. Caleb is going to, man, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what Caleb's going to say about it.
What was your question?
So my question is it, first off, jarring? Is it weird? Is it, Xenoblade is the spiritual successor, or at least it's thought to be, by the fans of Xenosaga, and then by extension, Xenogears.
Right.
So how does it feel to play? Because obviously it's different.
So yeah, I will say it's extremely different. Obviously, combat it's turn-based, but I will say all those little hands of Takahashi making things in their own what's the word?
Purpose.
Yeah, I was even gonna say genre. You expect from a JRPG. Totally. He's flipping those. He's making it so interesting. And honestly, I will say too, I've been thinking about the combat. I really like the combat.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of it. Yes. It has this something called AP, which is how your moves are used. You have 6 of them.
Okay.
And in the same way you kind of have to think out your moves in Xenoblade in real time, it's kind of like Xenoblade in a like charging up and working on moves. It's kind of like Xenoblade but in a turn-based situation. I will say I'm very impressed. I'm already into it. I know I like a combat when I'm literally like, throw me a tougher boss. Throw me
a tougher boss, bro.
I think I got this shit.
That's a lot coming from you because you notoriously don't like tough shit.
It's
truly.
What I don't like is unfair placements of something that should be understandable. So my issue with Elden Ring, and I won over Caleb, and now he's gonna hate me. My issue with it is what it's done is taken what should be comprehensible and just extended it to something that makes it, to some people, enjoyable, but from my impression, it's unreasonable.
Yes.
Okay? I can understand dodging. I can understand rolling. I can understand backstepping. I can understand waiting and timing out attacks. I really can. I actually enjoy those types of games a lot. I think Breath of the Wild does it really well.
Breath of the Wild has all those things.
Has all those things really well, right? The issue is boosting the amount of mistakes you can make. I'm so sorry, not boosting. What's the word? Like taking away the amount of mistakes you can make. What's the opposite of a buff?
Nerfing.
Nerfing the amount of mistakes you can make. Just making a boss stronger, giving them undodgeable attacks. It's those kind of things where I'm not looking at it like it's some kind of really well done game design. I'm looking at it like numbers that were put down to pad out runtime. And to be honest, that's a lot of what those bosses are. And I know that's controversial, but the truth is, if you can get the idea of a game's combat, right? It's fun to fight tough bosses. If you can, Xenoblade is a great example. I love those tough bosses because guess what? They gave me the tools in order to make myself work with what they're giving me. Right. And by the way, I don't think there's any unreasonable bosses for the most part in Xenoblade. I think that there's one that's really tough.
Who's coming to your mind?
Well, there's one in Future Redeemed that makes chain attacks completely impossible to use. That one's pretty tough. But there's ways around that. There's ways to get better at the game. There's ways to build your characters better. And I just see that in Xenosaga. I see it as something where I'm literally like, I got to the boss and I was like, let me get some. Let me get in this. Yeah.
Okay.
So cool. Really exciting. Really excited for that. I'm still going to be playing Xenoblade 3, I think, at the same time, too. I just beat that. I did that hero. What was her name? The girl with the sword. Do you remember her name?
Oh, you just did it.
I just beat it. Yeah. Beat the console and everything. I don't remember.
What is her name?
But I love the way...
It's called the Iota, yeah.
Iota, right? Yeah. I love the way Xenoblade 3 sets their stuff up. Every hero is so unique. Especially with the fact that they're all commanders of their colonies, and they're all so well, like, they're thought out so differently.
Yeah, and they're all put into a leadership position.
Yes.
Some don't want it.
Yeah.
Some are really good at it.
Some handle it differently. Exactly. Yes. And I really, really love that because this character is she's kind of a strategist and kind of takes care of, she uses all of her excuse me, I'm so sorry, materials perfectly. Like, she uses these things, sets them up for later, and wants her colony to thrive. She even kind of manipulates people a little bit. She manipulated the party into beating their console so she could get in contact with them. So smart. And then you find out she's on her 6th term, which means she's like 15 or 16 years old, right? And she lies to everyone basically saying that, which is such a crazy idea, because that is such a huge indication of who she is as a person. She will use the tools that she needs in order to make her colony work. If she thinks that she's literally thinking 10 steps ahead, she's saying, okay, other colonies will predict my age and expect for leadership to change, so I will lie about how old I am in order to strategically think, and also so people will think higher of me and they don't have ideas of me.
Yes.
Just such well-written characters in Xenoblade 3 all around. I am so excited to get more into these, the juiciness of this world, because Ionios is such a well-developed world. It has secrets everywhere. It's like, it really is. I think I'm respecting it so much more, especially after 100%ing Future Redeemed. Yeah. Because Future Redeemed is like a mini version of Ionios, right? There's secrets and there's places everywhere and there's things to unlock and a lot of stuff to find. And Ionios is like fucking this, dude. It's fucking huge. Bro. So I'm very excited to keep playing that. I think I'm also going to. I kind of missing X a little bit. I really like X.
I don't know how you're gonna balance all these at the
I don't
same
know.
time.
I don't know either. And I'm still playing Pal World. I just think I think I'm just gonna play what I'm enjoying, and I think I'm gonna keep going with the flow. I just want to keep enjoying it. So I'm probably gonna focus on Saga more, Xenosaga, and then play some 3 and maybe fit X in there, and then obviously play Power.
Hell yeah, I'm excited to hear about it. Honestly, especially because going into the break now, you got all this time where I feel like I'm looking forward to really seeing where you've, in particular, come from this combo where you're pretty split, feeling maybe leaning in towards Saga, but I mean, it was just last week that you were wanting to go right back into X. So I'm really excited to come back and just see all that's transpired.
I'm loving it.
Man. Are you down then, Josh? Well, you said actually there was a couple things. I guess that's it, right?
No, that's what I said. I said Power World, Xenosaga, Xenoblade. That's it. And I already talked about JJK, so that's my whole rendezvous.
Sweet. All right, Joshy. Well, we are since starting pregame, we're at the 3-hour mark.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Yeah. And time-wise, we just got the news, main topic, and the wrap. So I think it is time, before we hit multitap, to run Flash Ultimate.
Woo!
Yeah, you down?
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it, baby.
Let's get
All
it going,
round 1 going now.
Let's go, baby.
All right,
let's get it.
You ready, baby?
Yes, sir.
Joshy, we are officially back. Yes. Real quick, let's run the results from first round. Flash Ultimate.
Do you remember what it was?
I do.
Falco versus Ganon.
That's right, baby.
Huge shout out to Sweet A. Drell for teaching me everything I could have known without even trying to. He wasn't even trying to teach me. But me and A. Drell.
I'm not going to lie. I said it in game. Game 2. And especially game 3. I feel like we both had... We got to game 3.
Yeah, we did.
We got to that last... the first stock. Honestly, the most hype of a set is first stock game 3.
Yeah.
First stock game 1, 2 is like... It's hype just to see what's going to be the tone.
That's what we got.
But you get to game 3. The first stock is the longest. I'm telling you. We get to like 150. We run the second. Then we get back to the third. And if we both are the last stock, guaranteed we're getting above 100,
it's
right?
Crazy.
Most of the time, the time goes down. We had a crazy last game with the first stock. After that, I got swept.
It was.
I don't think I touched you.
I think it was a bit of because Dark Pit and Falco are pretty similar with multi-hits.
I saw that for the first time in this game.
The way that their down tilt hits you up. Yeah. Their even their throws are a little similar. It's like I feel like it was a Drell and my consciousness is coming together.
They fused together. Bro.
Yeah. So I took the dub. Right?
You
for
did.
Falco.
Yes,
that's
you
right.
did.
But you played a mean name of Ganondorf, I'll tell you that.
Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
I love those.
I love it because Ganon truly I almost like take K. Rool. For a super heavy, probably the worst matchup you could have is a heavy, fast I don't mean actually heavy. I mean like a heavy projectile. And very, very fast character. That is a heavyweight's worst nightmare, right?
Oh, yeah.
And a 1v1.
Oh, yeah.
I love playing K. Rool. I think K. Rool does have some quick moves and kind of get around it.
Crazy in some ways.
The character that is definitely able to keep up with very fast characters, the best, is Ganondorf.
Ganon's, his jab comes out and it's so strong.
It's so strong.
Even his
it
tilts
almost
are crazy
goes
fast.
behind. If you try rolling and you almost land into me, it'll hit you.
It will.
Right. It's just a very
motion.
fast.
So good.
Did you hear me yell Titman's one of the lives?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I want to give you lore because I didn't know if you knew what I was talking about.
Okay.
There's lore in Melee where there's this hitbox in Ganondorf apparently. He has the same up air. It just doesn't look as pretty.
Yeah.
But you know how it's like it's like just like Falcon, right? It's just like this backwards tumble.
Yeah.
Right? So Ganon's though, very different from Falcon. Falcon's is pure juggling tech.
Right.
Ganon's kills in the front.
Yeah. And
in the top part of it, it actually kicks him back behind.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not very strong. That's considered like the weak hit, right?
Okay.
But if they're at a really high percentage and you are in that reversal direction on the edge, you will literally send them in that fuck down angle in the corner, and they're probably going to die. And apparently, I don't know like the lore of where Titman's came from, but I know that's
what
called
they call it?
Titman's tech in Melee, right?
That's so funny.
It's so yeah, if you ever honestly, apparently it was actually tech with Ganondorf.
Really?
Ledge guard, and then you just throw out up airs trying to just juggle him back, and they couldn't get back.
Funny. I love it.
So there you go.
Baby.
Titman's.
I like it.
And it's a little Easter egg that they
good
stuff
gaming,
like
man.
that is still
good
in Smash. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
No, that was crazy tech. Like I said, Josh G swept me. I'm pretty sure he had 2 stocks left. So that was great fun. I definitely saw both the Drell and Dark Pit coming out of your Falco.
They fused together.
I don't know if I've ever even seen you play Falco before.
I've never played him.
Not against me.
Really never have.
Yeah, dude.
He's pretty good.
So yeah, fuck yeah. I love Flash Ultimate so much, just bringing out all these matchups. Because I also felt really comfortable in Ganondorf, right?
Yeah.
But nope. This is not how it goes, baby.
That's how it is, man.
I love it, man. So, Joshy,
yes,
let's take that and kickstart Multitap.
Let's get it in.
All right, my bro.
Let's get it in.
My friends, welcome in once again to the official Flash Bros podcast.
That's right.
I'm going to give the tidbit, the spiel, if you will.
The spiel.
This weekly show is essentially 2 best friends sharing casual conversations, discussions centered around our collective interests of passion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We blend retro and modern topics framed around gaming, and as Joshy said earlier, anime
as well,
and our further diverse and individual passions, whatever falls on the table.
Got quite a bit.
Yeah, we'll eat it up, baby.
That's right.
Our focus is set throughout all of this content on spreading positive vibes and building up a vibrant community. Okay, formed around everything we're talking about, formed around the humanity within us. You know what I mean?
We wouldn't want anything more.
That's right. That's exactly right. We want to have a nice duality, and I think Josh and I is just naturally who we are. We like to bring things that are very casual, yet, and like lighthearted, funny, off topic, into informative content.
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's how we do.
Bro. Rolls off the tongue. For our drops, episodes, typically, this week was a little exception because there's some things I mentioned in pre-game, which we talked about at the beginning. So go and check that out if you are a gold tier sponsor, which we'll explain that in a second.
Yeah, we will.
But,
We'll get into
our
that.
episodes normally drop Saturday mornings, 5 a.m. with pre-game, which is what we, the mini show that's just a more intimate look, a precast, if you will, of Joshi and I and whatever we feel like talking about generally is very personal to us.
Oh, yeah.
Right before we kick off the show. Generally about an hour long or so.
Yeah. It's much more in-depth personally on what we're doing in our personal
Especially
lives.
today, man. Like,
I
feel like every episode almost, like, we just get into stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, bless you, Sammy.
Thank you.
We're switching roles.
Oh, we are, bro. I feel like it's allergies for me, though. I don't feel like I'm getting sick. I just feel like right when I got back to Arizona from Cali, like the allergies are just hitting me. Maybe because I was just spoiled to all the beautiful air.
Yeah, that's
there, right. I could
the wonderful air. Yeah.
So nice. Yeah.
No pollen in your lungs.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I love it. I love
it. Pre-game drops 24 hours in advance. That drops every Friday. We are available everywhere. Obviously, if you're listening, you already found us. But if you would like to hear us elsewhere, you already can. Or if not, let us know. We'll make sure it gets there.
We'll make sure we get it on anything.
Yeah, man. Right? Joshy, people are probably wondering how they can be involved with this said community.
Well, what a bunch of curious, wonderful people if they're wondering that same thing.
I know. I think the same thing.
Well, you should explain all the things that we have because we're pretty tapped in. We're pretty well connected.
We are, my man.
There's many a ways, too. Many a ways.
Speaking of which, questions, comments, theories, discussions, anything you desire.
Anything.
Can be written in, my friends. Check it out. Actually, I'll plug our website here. Patreon.com/FlashBros podcast.
That's right, baby.
Our show is based out of Patreon. To be honest, it's the most friendly in terms of, I think, the vision we want, which is less focus on money and more focus on community and personability.
That's right.
Saying it right now in the early days of the Flash Bros, like, this will never grow more than what it needs to be.
That's so
true.
And
it will never be a staff I am hiring. I will be directly involved, myself or Joshy, in everything we do. Forever. Yeah. That's what the Flash Bros
quote us on it.
About.
Quote us on it.
Like the new Dutch Bros in a way, you know what I mean? Like, we came from like one part of life and we're like, okay, we learned a lot and we're just doing our own thing.
And we're going to do our Flash Bros thing.
We are.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And we'll make it work, you know?
Excuse me.
So, if also want to say real quick, Patreon, that is where you can like write in.
Yes.
You'll have the tidbit of what we're all about if you want direct links to any of our episodes and a full library of all of our premium series.
Man.
That is all locked behind Patreon.
There's quite a bit of content in
There's
there.
Quite a bit now, my man. Yeah, we're approaching we have like at least... We're like 2 episodes away from 25 episodes of premium content with 2 series. We have a debut of DLC that happened last week.
That's hours and hours worth of content, Sam.
Hours, man.
That's hours.
And honestly, more personal than we like to get on the public feeds.
Right?
Yeah, and having, even in the future too with like video and all that. All going to be behind Patreon because we want it to be very intimate.
Yeah,
you know
it has to be. It has to be,
bro. Yeah. I personally don't know why you would support monetarily a production that you don't feel personally involved in.
If you're not personally involved, why bother?
Joshy, they can also write in.
Yes, they can.
Just in case they don't want to get involved, they don't want to plug in that way. Just in case you just want to write in, say anything.
Right.
We have a Q&A, okay, on every single Spotify episode. Although... I have to go back and look at the last episode. Apparently, they were doing maintenance on the whole thing. So, hopefully, it's still going to be around.
I hope so, too.
Because when I went to go put in a Q&A, they only had a polls option. So, stay tuned. But every episode before that has a Q&A. You can usually just answer... I'll ask a direct question relating to the episode.
Nice.
For anyone to just prod any thoughts.
Yeah.
Everything that is written in will eventually make its way onto our stream.
Yes.
Okay. As well as... You can send us an email. flashbrospodcast@gmail.com.
Gmail.com, Sam.
Gmail.com.
Wow,
Yeah, that's
simple.
It,
Everyone has a Gmail, right?
Yeah, well,
I mean,
pretty much. I feel like you can't be in the interconnected web nowadays without an email.
It'd be impossible.
Than phone number.
Or really difficult.
Very difficult. To do anything like meaningful.
Ooh.
Connected.
Yeah. Redeemed.
Disconnected. All right, Joshy, let's get into the Bluetooth device of the Gold Tier sponsors. Guys, these are very special.
Big dogs.
The big dogs, man. They're on our personal cruise ship.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, on this fleet that we are calling our community.
Yeah.
All right. As we're always on these weekly voyages.
Yeah.
And this is our personal interconnected family who has been supporting us from the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
So... I would like to run through the list if that's okay.
Run through them.
Their support, along with every single one of you out there, even if you never hear from you again, or you never chime in again, just know
right now.
You just opening your ears to this, it's more than a number
Matters
to
so
Joshy and I.
Oh my God.
We just getting a voice out to the world.
Yeah.
The gifts we've been given, right? The voice we have.
Absolutely.
With great power comes great responsibility, my man. So we appreciate every single person who gives this podcast a shot. We know it's not for everybody.
Yeah,
but
of course.
We actually want it that way.
We do. Yeah. We want everyone to also feel just as important as they are to us. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Because that's something that, the bigger things get, the less you can be intimate. So we are blessed to have the podcast at the size that we have.
Yes.
Seriously, because it's a blessing to have everyone the way that they are.
Absolutely, and the entire design behind what a podcast is it is a complete community creation.
That's right.
Okay,
the creation of a community.
So that is every single one of you. We appreciate you guys. Really important. I honestly just make note of that and make that very apparent right before we go into our break.
That's right, baby.
So, Joshy, I have a list here.
Right.
I got 9.
Yes.
Plus a couple of bonus
peeps.
Gold tier sponsors. Woo-hoo. These are our current Patreon subscribers over on our Patreon page.
Gold tier.
With all of the gold tier benefits, which, by the way, includes special recognition during each episode.
Every single episode.
Access to our exclusive premium series.
That's right.
By the way, none of them are paywalled out individually. No package to buy.
Right,
this is just, if you're in, you're in. You're out, you're out. So every single person has access to all current and future premium series.
That's right, baby.
Content.
That's right.
As well as the ability to directly DM us on Patreon that is locked. I think they're coming out with an option for free feeds to be able to DM, in which I'll leave that open.
Oh, yeah.
But right now, you have to be a Patreon Gold Tier sponsor to be able to DM us, as well as get exclusive Discord channel access.
That's right, baby.
So, Joshy, to start this list, I think we should start with our most recent subscriber.
The most recent?
Our most recent Gold Tier sponsor. You know who it is, right?
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah. Azzy
Huncho,
my
Big
man.
Azzy Huncho.
Big Azzy Huncho.
That's a man of
Big, meaty
Azzy Huncho.
I want to say, too, because Smash is so fresh right now.
Oh, yeah. We just got out.
And I have learned personally probably the most and consistently from an individual person I know personally on Smash and the intricacies of advanced play from Azzy himself.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He is like one of the best players I've ever... His Ness is the best Ness I've ever seen.
Yes.
He sets up combos in ways that you wouldn't expect to be possible.
No.
And can really come back from anything.
Seriously, bro, that is...
so next level.
It's all true. We talked... I can't remember if it was on cast. I don't think it was, but we talked about like these strengths we have in the house, right?
Right.
Or even like Gabe's strengths, Jarrell, you and me. And Azzy's all of them. Azzy is all of them. You cannot disrespect any one of those qualities.
Right.
His neutral, his offstage, his mix-ups. That is what makes Azzy a crazy player. Yeah. Also, reaction speed. I think the average humans is something like 13 milliseconds, something like that. I guarantee you this motherfucker is like half that.
Azzy's is 7. That's what I'll say it is. It's a reaction. I mean, probably.
That's just that's how he acts. He's acting.
That's how he does it.
He always is one step ahead, and I'm like, how?
How'd you do it? How'd you do it? And he's in my
very
mind.
Gifted, and honestly, just one of the most true to what they believe and who they are people I've ever met.
Yeah.
So, big shout outs to Azrael. We love you dearly.
Love you so much.
You're part of the family, bro.
Absolutely.
Part of the Flash Force.
Always has been.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. Well, he's got a.
Oh, please plug.
I want to plug the YouTube channel real quick.
Yes.
It's at Azzy X Huncho. That's AZZYX. HUNCHO. So go check him out on YouTube. He does a lot of amazing videos. He's got some really good Christian content if you're interested in that. But no matter what, he's got some really fucking funny videos. I love his playthrough. Go check out his playthrough on Odyssey.
Yes.
He's so good on Odyssey.
Yes, man.
He like adds music and does little sound effects. Bro. Seriously, for real. So good.
Actually, let's I want to do. I was gonna run backwards, but I think keeping things spicy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a link. I'm going to link down the entire list, and it'll be in a order of whoever just links it to the next.
Okay.
And right now, the link is to Sweet Draw.
Yes.
Who also is going to get a plug,
absolutely.
But he also, on top of that, is family to Azzy.
He is. He is, absolutely. He's also family to us.
Yes.
He is our wonderful...
they used to live together.
Yeah, they used to. That's right. And now we live together.
That's crazy.
He's one of our beautiful roommates. Also an incredible Smash player. This guy is... amazing. Everything. I can say
all the same things.
Everything that exactly. Everything that caused me to win with that Falco was all Adrel. Like, to be honest with you, you could say it was partially Dark Pit. You're right. That's a little muscle memory.
Yeah,
but I would have not known that was possible if it weren't for the matches me and Nate have played.
100%.
Incredible. Also check him out too. He's on. He does Twitch streaming. That's at Sweet A. Spelled Sweet A is Sweet AYEEE.
Yes.
I had a brain fart for a second. You see that?
I didn't know if you were going to the TV part or if you.
No, I was thinking about it, and then I just farted, and so then it all tooted out. But Sweet A at Twitch.com.
We got it out.
Gotta check them out. Twitch.tv.
Twitch.tv. Yeah, just in case. Just in case. Speaking of TV,
yes.
Queen Candy, my man. Yeah, she's watching a movie right now.
Yeah, she is.
She's feeling a little under the weather.
Yeah, she's a little sick.
Be in everyone's prayers, please. She, especially because we're going on this vacation like next week. I'm like, I'm so glad you're sick now,
right?
And we're getting this out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
I'll take care of you right here, because dude, traveling and vacation sucks if you're feeling under the weather.
It's not worth.
One time I went to Knott's Berry Farm with my dad. You know what trip it was? It was the E3 trip.
Oh man!
And guess what? Have you ever heard of Pax Plague?
Pax Plague?
No, you ever heard of people getting really sick after Comic-Con?
Yeah.
It's called something.
Yeah.
There's like memes for it, right? Sure. Pax Plague is whatever called Pax.
That's funny.
Because there's hundreds of thousands of people just in close proximity, right?
Yeah.
Long before the COVID days.
Way before masks.
Yeah. So E3 happens. I got like the scratchy, no energy, coughing up a lung. And my dad wanted to add in a fun surprise. E3's done, right? It was 3 days. And so on the drive back home, we stop at Knott's Berry Farm. Oh my gosh, bro. It was miserable.
That's horrible.
It was horrible.
That's horrible. That reminds me, I went, last time I was in Vegas, I got really sick on the last day.
No.
Oh my God, so sick.
With the homies?
Yeah, it was me, Dorian, and this other guy named Greg. It was a really good time, but holy shit. I got super sick.
You got sick at Cali, right?
I did, yeah.
Cali 3?
Cali 3. Attaboy.
I got it, baby.
Let's go, man.
We're learning.
Yeah, Cali 3. I got extremely sick. And I have a very funny picture of everyone laughing at me.
Yeah.
While I'm pointing at me while I'm sick in bed.
that picture.
You are.
Yep.
You definitely are. It was a good time, actually.
It was a great time.
It was a great time.
Well, Queen Kendi, getting a shout out.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, huge support to the channel, huge support to Josh and I both. The biggest.
One of the biggest.
If anything, it's a pleasure to take care of her when she is down because she is always taking care of everyone else.
She absolutely is.
Speaking of taking care.
That's right.
We have Lene.
Oh, shit. These links are good, man. Get them linked.
Yeah,
I love it.
Whatever flows. It's
I love it.
Fluid conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, but with people, which is the easiest thing to do, baby.
Easiest thing to do,
Linking
man.
together Lene Lovelady, taking care of us all, bro.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen her in so long because
she was out of town, right?
She had her Michigan trip.
That's right.
Right? We had, it's all coming back to me.
Yeah.
We had a hangout, right? Which was like 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 Mondays ago.
That was the one you invited me to.
Yes.
I couldn't make it.
That was like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
No.
Because Lene went to Michigan like that Saturday. So
wow, that was the last time you saw her then?
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks? Wow.
Yeah. I think we worked one shift together and then it was this is going to be 3 weeks. 2?
Maybe
3. It's 3.
Could be.
I worked 2 Saturdays without her.
Ooh.
All right.
No.
Yeah, which is the only day we work together now.
Well, so, I would refer to her. Obviously, she's a superhero. That's the name of a superhero. But I would call her the older sister to the podcast and everyone in our family here. She's the older sister.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
No, dude, thank you for saying that because she is. And she's always taking care of everyone around her to the point where she's even she's overdoing herself because she just focused on taking care. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And, she's just a blessing to, I know, our lives, but everyone around her, you know? Very involved with my workplace as well. Speaking of which, involves Mikey Sandoval.
Oh, the workplace.
Yeah,
homie.
no, it's perfect. And
the man.
Normally, it's actually that order in the actual Flash Bros podcast on the list because it's number 6 is Lene.
That's how random it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Sometimes it could be in order.
You never know.
All the chains are random.
What do they say? RNG?
RNG is right.
Yeah, but honestly.
Shout out to the Sandoval 7.
Sandoval 7. That's exactly what I was going to say, Josh. With Taden, by the way.
That's right.
Big special shout out to their whole family. Just nothing but taking care, you know?
Bunch of wonderful,
family
beautiful.
Business.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful, beautiful family.
Speaking of business,
Ooh.
you know who always gets down to business?
Who gets down to business?
It's Donald Duck himself.
Donald Duck does get down to business, doesn't he?
Baby. He does, dude. You know.
Takes care of business, too.
He does. In fact, the only time you see him not really taking care of business is memes, which that's not canon, right? So
no, I wouldn't say so.
Yeah.
Donald Duck could probably clear that up and say whether or not it was him or whether or not it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, and depending on
that is totally up to him.
Right. Yeah. It is. It comes down to
he might have to go behind Daphne's back, but that's okay.
But she's cool.
Yeah.
She's
what is it? Steve did the same thing.
Steve?
Yeah, from Scooby-Doo. It is Steve, right?
Who's Steve?
Is Steve in there?
No.
Wait, hold up.
There's
Who's characters?
There's Shaggy, Scooby, Velma, Daphne, and Fred.
Fred.
You're thinking of Fred.
That was almost a full sentence. I was like, I can't remember his name. He looks like a Steve. It's Fred. Yeah. Thank you very much. Well, speaking of Freddy.
Ooh. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh.
Five Nights.
You know who would probably like Five Nights at Freddy's? It's Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo probably would. You're not wrong.
Yes, sir. Right. Thanks for the link there, buddy.
Dude, of course, buddy.
Johnny Bravo himself, man. Part of our first episode of DLC. Check that out.
Please go check it
Love
out.
how much he's been wanting to get involved with the cast and actually saved my hiney right the day before Cali, my guy, right? Which also was a reason I forgot for delaying the podcast was because car problems.
Car fucked up.
Yeah, battery died, right?
No good.
And oil light was super low. So got my battery and oil replaced on my way back they didn't put like the bottom gasket cover.
Yeah.
Huge panel underneath my car. They didn't put it back, so I'm on the highway. It's scraping. Man. I go over to Johnny's. He fixes it for me.
Right.
That dude is a fucking legend.
Oh, he's a mechanic. He's also is probably he's the guy who's been on it the most besides the two of us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's
definitely
been on 2 official episodes and then the first episode of DLC.
Yeah. Which was 2 separate recordings, by the way, because I accidentally bombed the first one.
Fucked it.
Luckily, we lost no meat at all. It was just all fluff.
No meat.
You know what I mean?
All the fluff.
Yeah, you pick it up.
Oh, I feel it. I feel it.
Great, because I think Daddy Mike... It's also picking up when I'm putting down, bro. You know
I was gonna say a good would be he just fixed my seatbelts and my radio.
Absolutely,
and we want to talk about car mechanics. Daddy Mike is the one who's taking care of business. To be
honest with you,
keep it a buck.
Because that is what you were doing.
That's right.
Why we were so late in that recording of the podcast was because of him helping you out, and you had to get that done.
That's so true.
Know? So
can't drive around with no seatbelts.
No.
Not safe at all.
Can I also mention great time to chime in that it is currently it's 6 p.m., baby.
That's right.
And you know what? Right. We've been recording for like 3.5 hours.
That's right.
We had we have a new goal of really just starting by noon.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, it really happened until a side quest came up that Joshy really had to do. And I was like, you know what? I'm so...
For the most part, it was already about 1 by the time I started that. If you remember. So we started around like around 120.
Was it 120?
Yeah, because we were, remember, I don't know, you had to take care of Kendall, is what you said. Remember, you came into my room around
True.
1, and you were like, yeah, man, I just gotta take care of business.
Damn,
I'm like,
I would link it to Queen Candy right now then.
That would be perfect.
She's already off the list. Yeah, but please, yeah. So, you know what? Show them that just life happens.
That's right.
Always.
That's right.
Always. But having some goals, especially like honestly, to be really, really starting off the news by like 5 o'clock, 5, 6. That's way better than midnight. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, absolutely.
So, Joshy, speaking of someone who's not staying up till midnight, I got my mama.
Yo,
Annie.
Mama
Annie. You know,
Annie.
Not making it up that late. Never does. Yeah.
I mean, not a lot of moms can. My mom goes to bed at like 9.
9.
Yeah.
My mom has like she always has had this, and I think that's maybe where I picked it up.
Yeah.
My mom is like go getter, taking care of bit. Always just like a great example of work ethic. I think in a mother, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
really taught that to me before I learned it from my dad.
Oh yeah.
But she like even to us kids like it hits 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And she's like, all right. It's mom time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? She's on her chair in the living room with her laptop. Now it's an iPad.
Right.
That is do not disturb.
Don't disturb mama.
Yeah. I'm here. Like, I'm like, Mom, you should get like some noise canceling headphones. Just set a precedence, right?
Oh,
like, tune everyone out. But she literally like
down to take care of business.
What time is it? Oh, yeah. Mom time. Yeah.
Mom time.
Sorry, I'm going to be doing this. Yeah, you should take care of business. Sudoku. I'm like, respect.
She has
Big
to.
respect.
She has to. She has no choice.
I love and respect so much that it's in the open, though. It's not like just reclusive.
It's not like, I'm going to take my time. It's like, no. Mom time?
I'm here.
Don't talk to me.
But this is what's
what is
it? What's that cube? The perfect cube.
Perfect cube.
It's perfect.
She creates a perfect cube around her.
Yep.
No one messes with
Merlin, bro.
Literally.
I swear.
Literally.
Did we leave anyone off?
We got...
I'm going to say no. We went through the whole list. So, speaking of Merlin...
Yes.
Merlin probably is giving enchantments over to Demon Hunter Caleb as a part of the Flash Force squad. Special shout out to him. Additional co-host to the show with more to come, especially by way of DLC. Probably a part of episodes when I go back home.
He probably can't wait to hear more about Xenosaga, huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get into it.
Yeah. I'm going to be reaching out to him tonight, actually, after this episode's done, because...
See if he's done anything with Xenoblade yet.
Dude, I will, actually, because he said, probably 3 weeks ago now, that he was, he's thinking this is the year. Whoa.
Did you tell him that they're in one and the same canon now?
But I think it'll interest him more.
Yeah,
because
he's
he actually texted me, his last text to me said, yes, I know everything about like Xenosaga, basically.
Let's go.
Yeah. So
if you see him,
lore guy on Xenosaga.
Can you remember this one thing to tell him?
Oh yeah.
Tell him, Lost Jerusalem. Okay, you heard that?
Listening. Lost
Jerusalem is. Just say Lost Jerusalem is found. Just say that. And play Xenoblade to find out how. Dude, is that cryptic enough for you? You don't know what he's talking about?
Yeah, that'll be really cryptic. That's cryptic as fuck. It just gives me a theory. I'm like, So it was origin and the necessity of origin and the conduit created in an effort to get to this lost Jerusalem. By the way,
do you know what Lost Jerusalem is?
No. I not really know. I remember reading about it.
Yes.
Going down my rabbit hole like 2 years ago in the lore. But I don't really remember, and I'm okay with that. But if you want to say anything, you're more than welcome.
No, just tell him you gotta play Xenoblade to understand why.
Oh.
Xenoblade is the answer.
Yeah, Caleb, I hope you're hearing that, buddy.
That's right, man.
Yeah, chime in, baby. And
right.
Speaking of chiming, we have our music guy.
Yeah, we do.
Which is Baywatch Brad.
Baywatch Brad, the man himself.
I got to text him.
Oh, yeah.
Because now I got new music that stemmed from, the intro song to DLC.
Do you send him the music?
I send him I should send him the direct link, but I usually just send him like a link to the episode.
Nice.
But I think I'll timestamp it because, as you suggested last episode, definitely a necessity.
This should be the first episode where we make this a section, right?
Oh, I did last episode.
Oh, you did. Let's go.
Yeah,
I gotta send that to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't forget.
Fuck yes.
Speaking of yes, fuck yes. We have more Dory.
More Dory.
More Dory.
What was it? He did a video where it was like seeing if someone will get a tattoo with him. And he's literally searching around Tempe looking for a yes. So yes, that's a perfect Mordori situation.
Looking for a yes.
Looking for a yes.
Joshie, the time has finally come.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever watch VeggieTales?
Of course I did.
No, you didn't.
I swear to gosh, we talked about this. Dude, the first movie I ever saw in theaters was Jonah. Was the Jonah movie.
The Jonah one,
my favorite. And I love that one because, what was it? Nineveh. Like, instead of, like, showing them sin, they just slap people with fish. Do you remember that? And they, like, slap each other with huge fish.
God.
And it's, like, the little peas, and they're, like, walking around. There's, like, a big one that comes in with a massive fish, and it's, like, slapping the two peas, and they look up, and it's just like a giant fish.
Dude.
Nineveh.
Remember?
Oh, Nineveh.
No.
Why does it have to be Nineveh?
I need to watch that. The one I really remember.
Jonah is such a good movie.
I need to watch the Jonah one.
Yeah.
Have you seen? I think it was just an episode.
Which one?
Was the David and Goliath?
Oh yeah. It was a
iconic,
classic.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of his computer?
No, what is
it? It says it right there. You remember? It was QWERTY. Remember? QWERTY. Whenever they talked to the computer, and the QWERTY, the was the name of the compuder. Yeah.
QWERTY.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I do remember is and now it's time to sing silly songs with Larry. Welcome to my show where Larry will sit and sing a silly song.
A silly song. Do you remember what was it?
It's my hairbrush. Yeah.
Oh,
classic.
Cause you're my cheeseburger.
I do remember.
I'll wait for you. Oh yeah, I'll wait for you.
Oh my gosh, you just pulled that out.
Dude,
the one that I was playing this for Kendall not even like a month ago.
Which
Maybe
one?
It was a month ago. It was she was screaming and crying. A chumamu,
oh, yeah.
a chumamu.
Yeah.
And it's like this, like I don't even remember what it's about. It's about like
I don't remember either.
The cabooses.
Maybe
the caboose.
But I just know the.
It's so fucking
I just remember
silly.
The song. It's so good.
It's so.
There's also another classic song.
You can make
was
it in Metopia.
Don't insult me like that, man.
I'm sorry.
Don't insult me. It's called Tomodachi Life, you silly Billy. Thank you, though. By the way, if I had 200 people, I would absolutely put Larry and Bob and Larry both in there. Another good song. You remember the You and me in a sports utility vehicle. We're cruising to 7-Eleven for a bottle or a bag of Frito-Lays. Oh, you and me. It was like making fun of it because like SUVs were new at the time, you remember? And it was just like the joke of like people who want to go off-roading, but you really aren't gonna that often, and so the whole joke is like they're singing about how they're gonna be the hero if someone's car needs towing. It's so good. But actually, that Jonah movie's good, and
I will watch the Jonah.
I know all the lyrics to the song. Do you know the song by the Newsboys?
Which one?
It's called "Belly of the Whale." I won't play it, but Newsboys. Look, this one right here. Whoop. Right here. No,
I don't. Daniel probably does. Okay, I actually loved like early Jonas Brothers. I listened to them a lot.
Did you say Jonas Brothers?
Yeah. Is that what you said?
No, I said Newsboys.
I thought you said Jonas Brothers. No. I thought you said Jonas Brothers twice,
Newsboys. What?
Newsboys.
Yeah, that's funny.
I love the Newsboys.
Do you actually?
Yes.
Are you playing around?
No.
How did you hear Jonas Brothers then?
Well, have you heard of, it's like God's Not Dead? There's,
yes. God's Not Dead.
Redeemer.
Believer.
Redeemer Lives.
Oh,
that's it.
That's what I was going to say. Redeemer is.
Believer.
What's the one song that you tell me? That you play and I love?
Are you talking about Skillet?
Yeah. It's called Redeemer, I thought.
No, Rebirthing. Yeah.
Such a good song.
So good. I've listened to a lot of Disciple lately, actually, too.
Oh, really? I need to like it. Because it's such a good song.
Stupid good. Well, anyway. The reason I brought all this up was because as our tangents usually go.
As they usually do.
Yeah. 4 minutes, not bad.
Hey, no. You've done worse.
I was thinking, Joshy, now it's come to the part of the show where we like to bring up the headlines.
Oh, the headlines of the show. The wonderful headlines of the show, my good boy.
So, I think it's time, but I think I need to take a leak.
A little leak, yeah, sir. Yeah,
that's all right?
Yeah, of course. It's all good, young chap. Right. We'll do a quick little evacuation of the bowels, and then we'll come right back and record.
Into the belly of the whale.
Ooh, in the belly of the whale. I know. Goated.
We are back.
Officially.
Joshy?
Yes, sir.
I'm excited to jump into today's headlines.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get it.
Hit it! Newsflash.
Oh, I really want some
Newsflash.
Oh, let's get some news, baby.
I am so ready for this news.
Yeah, are you? Yeah. Hell yeah. You said you had something to bring to the table well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sweet. So, Joshy?
Yes, sir.
I wanted to start with our patch notes real quick before we jump into the headliners. Let's begin with the forecast. We have an 87 high today in Phoenix, Arizona, with a high of 113 degrees, which it is right now.
What?
Yes.
How much?
113.
Ooh. That's a lot, if you ask me.
I also, Joshy, for the patch notes, have an update. The first being summer break. As I mentioned earlier, we have a full 2-week break happening after the drop of this episode. So we will not have anything coming out from the Flash Bros. No numbered episodes or anything.
No.
Possibility. Might have a surprise drop on public feeds during that time period.
Okay.
But there's no guarantee. I'm going to leave it pretty open-ended because I want both you and I to enjoy an actual vacation.
I completely agree.
Yeah, and I think it's really important.
A summer vacation
for the longevity. Of the podcast. Yeah, everyone needs a vacation. Yeah.
Everyone does.
Every
person out there deserves a little vacation.
So, and this is kind of a special kind of annual trip I've got where once again, this is the Raleigh trip, and I started actually making the podcast happen coming back from that trip. So it's coming full circle.
It is.
Yeah.
It's almost like the 1-year mark of the birth of the podcast. Or maybe the conception.
Yeah, the baby. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, that's perfect. A baby. Oh, look at him.
Yeah.
He grew up to be such a beautiful little boy.
Hey, man. What's up?
Hey, man.
Mama, I need some milk.
I do have another update, which will be news also to you, Joshy. Flashbacks. I am very happy with the final product that dropped last week, which was episode 45.
Go check it out.
First episode, and I am calling it Flashbacks Volume 1. Mm-hmm. Okay, followed by a little subtext after each volume. Yes. So the volumes initially were going to come out every 5 episodes, and I was going to be pretty firm because I want unique release schedules.
Agree.
However, I do feel, I've thought about it a lot.
Oh, yeah?
With the light of the nature of the podcast, the meaning behind flashbacks, and not burning out. Because it can be too much. And I was really thinking and also planning ahead for episodes. Actually, I'll be honest, I have the next 6 episodes already planned.
Woo!
Yes, sir, as I was talking to you about last night.
That's a lot of episodes, Sammy.
Yeah, well, it's pretty great to be a little ahead, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's it's very current. It'll make sense as each one drops. I'll say that much. Yeah, but I really wanted to think about the scheduling, so I've decided it will run every 7 episodes with flexibility.
Okay.
So, for example, something comes out and it's, I want to make the main topic your birthday. I want to make the main topic this game just dropped. Hey, maybe I finished Future Redeemed. I have to talk. We have to do that right now. So it will be flexible because the point of flashbacks is a recap.
That's very right.
So it will come in when absolutely necessary, right? It should be the point of it.
Yeah.
So I also feel like because of the nature of it and because of the meat being the recap, if you will, of those episodes.
Is it still a numbered episode?
It is still a numbered episode. That is also part of the importance of it. Yeah, and keeping it in the main feeds.
In the main feeds.
Yes.
That's right,
buddy. This will also just allow for good quality and diversity balance.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Again, not burning out. So
oh yeah.
That is out of the way. Before we jump into the headliner this week,
in the headliner,
I want to give you the floor on what you got.
I got some interesting stuff that I believe you might be very much interested in, possibly
this
Kendall
was
as well.
In the anime wheelhouse?
This is the anime wheelhouse, baby. We're bringing it back to OG episodes. I'm going to report on some anime. So this headline says, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Trilogy film announced officially. So what this means is we are on the final arc of Demon Slayer. The final arc, that's right. So
the castle with
Mugen.
I'm going to say Azkaban.
Close.
Wait, what's his name?
Mugen?
What's his last name?
I don't know. Does he have a last name?
You're talking about the main antagonist, right?
Yeah, Mugen. Right?
No, it's Mizan.
Oh, Muzan.
Kibutsuji?
Kibutsuji.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mizan.
It.
Wait, Mizan.
Mizan.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of
Muzan. It's
Muzan. That's what it is.
It's Muzan.
I'm thinking Mugen because of Mugen Train.
Yeah.
That's what shit got me fucked up.
Mugen, bro.
So,
Infinity
Castle. Infinity Castle. That's right. Okay. This final piece of Demon Slayer will be 3 movies, a trilogy, if you will, that will be coming out individually in the movie theaters.
Wow.
Yeah, so the end of Demon Slayer is here.
Really well.
Apparently. Well, they keep doing that. They keep releasing them in theaters. They've done that every single season. They released the first episode in theaters, with the last couple episodes. I didn't know they did that with Swordsmith. They've done that with everything.
Village arc.
Yep, they did that with Swordsmith Village. They did that with Hidden Mist. They do that with everything. Or Swordsmith. Okay, and then they did that with...
That is a legitimate reason to be caught up.
Oh, yeah. Seriously. Oh, yes. Which I've been missing. I haven't been able to see any of them. So I'm going to try and get caught up in time for the first one of this trilogy.
Okay.
So that we can all see it in theaters and have an amazing time.
I would love that.
And enjoy our time. So yeah, it's obviously the same production. Same exact production. It's just going to be the
when to come out.
The end. We don't have a release date.
Okay.
We just have
confirmed.
An announcement.
That is hype.
For the trilogy.
That is big hype.
I also have another thing that I wanted to talk about, if that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm literally just going to run it like I used to. So, as everyone knows, I did just finish Solo Leveling.
Yes.
And we just got a trailer for the next season. Like, full-blown animated trailer. Not a teaser. Nothing like that. A full-blown trailer. And Well, first off, it looks amazing.
Okay.
And don't watch this until you've finished Solo Leveling, obviously.
No, I won't.
But
I wanted to know your take off of how you felt about it.
It's everything I could have asked for. It just looks really good. I love Solo Leveling. I think it's amazing. And the animation looks incredible.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going to say probably 2025. Probably, just with the way the world's working. Because we also got an announcement for 1,000 Year Blood War, Part 3, which will be
sequel to 1,000 Year Door, bro.
I wish, dude.
Yeah,
1,000 Year Blood War Part 3 will be coming out 2025 as well. So it seems like, just like 2025 is where Peak is going to come out. It's just same thing with fucking Metroid. Oh my god.
Yeah, same thing with Nintendo in general is going to pop the fuck off.
Oh my
Sweet.
gosh.
Anything else you want to add, Josh?
No, I am feeling pretty good about that. Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, please.
So I reported on this a while ago, but there's a manga that Dorian recommended to me called Dandadan. Do you remember me talking about this?
I do remember that.
So we're very far along. The anime is coming out in October. And I think everyone should hop on this because I think it's going to be weird like Chainsaw Man, fun in a way that we haven't seen in a lot of animes in a minute. Just very fun, very crazy. It's going to be, and very compelling too. Very good characters and cute. I love it. I love it so much.
Okay,
so very cool.
Wow,
very cool stuff.
Josh, ironically,
it's my little report.
I also have an anime piece. Isn't that crazy?
What an anime-centric episode it feels
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's wild.
So,
it's wild shit.
The main topic, my man, is... I'm
not the main
topic.
Whoa,
I got ahead of myself. I did. It's okay. Ruby finds a new home in wake of Rooster Teeth's closure. No I knew... You would be hyped.
This is such news to me.
You didn't hear this yet?
No.
Okay, great.
I'm looking into this right now. Okay, you want to tell me?
Yes, of course. This is not... The news is not meant for you to look on your phone
I want to see... You don't
I have all the info you need right here, baby. Oh, I know. Yeah, you can do your homework after this. By the way, I decided to add in that this was from IGN. Posted July 5th. By the way, so this is 4 days ago.
Official.
Yes.
Wow.
I wanted to also credit the author because... I should really know that it's really old speech that, it's IGN, it's IGN. Right. No, they literally hire freelancers for things that they specifically are passionate about.
Yes.
So they're not just hiring on a rando to be like, hey, go report on this, all right? This ain't like, the Great Gazelle. What's it from Spider-Man?
The Great Gazelle?
Great Gazette?
The weekly... No.
It's the Gazette, right?
From Spider-Man?
Yeah.
No.
I'm fucking...
It's fucking, it's Daily Bugle.
Daily Bugle.
Come on.
Yeah, this ain't the Daily Bugle. So, Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang are on the move. Ruby
baby.
has a new home following the closure of Rooster Teeth earlier this year. Did I even credit the writer?
You didn't say.
It's Michael Kripe.
Thank you, Michael Kripe.
Yes, and writer, author. Thank you very much.
There you go. Author of this.
When in Rome.
Might as well.
Showrunner Carrie Shawcross and Yang Zhao Long, voice actress Barara Dunkelman.
She's the voice of Yang, and she also
Who's Yang?
Yang is one of the main characters.
Oh,
she's the yellow one.
Is pre-existing?
Yes,
like already has been.
Yang Xiaolong.
I follow. Okay, great. Glad you already know this. So, gave fans the news they've been waiting for to hear since the company was shuttered in March. In a post on Twitter.
What's her name again? Because I met her. I met her.
Carrie Shawcross?
Carrie Shawcross. Yeah, she was at the last Comic-Con I went to. And I got to meet her at a panel.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she was really cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
She's married to another guy who worked at Rooster Teeth.
Okay.
His name is Michael something. I don't remember his last name, but Michael.
It might even say it in here.
It probably does.
The duo says that a new deal with Viz Media will allow the anime-inspired series to live on under the company's umbrella.
No way.
Which includes anime hits like Bleach, Death Note, JoJo, and more.
Viz is the biggest manga publishing company out there.
How about that?
So...
How about that?
Huge.
The former Rooster Teeth crew says they're excited to work with Viz on the future of its beloved series. Yes. Quote, in talking with Viz, they're also very excited about us. Shawcross said, continuing, they obviously care about where the show is now, but they also care where it came from and want to make sure they can continue the story, end quote. This was the actual tweet, was greetings, FNDM.
FNDM?
Yeah, is that a part of the...
Fandom is just what...
Fandom, okay.
It's the fandom, but each team in RWBY is named a name that is based by their the first letters in their names. So Team RWBY is Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang, right?
Got it.
So they call the fandom FNDM, and they would call that fandom. Because like there's
so
another,
that is specific to
it's just what they call the
RWBY show.
No, I mean it's just a reference to the RWBY show, but it's like what they call the fandom.
like it. Yeah,
because even like another team is called Juniper, and it's JNPR. You know,
genius.
Yeah.
So FB PC Flash Bros
Podcast. Yeah, that would be what we're called.
We're in, baby. Okay. So they said. It looks like the Twitter handles like Carrie Shawcross and Dunkelman just shared some Viz sighting news at the Viz panel at Anime Expo. So apparently that's where it was actually announced.
Nice.
Yeah, the rest is just kind of like stay tuned for updates.
I love it.
I thought you would be stoked to hear that because, as you said, I know you're a huge RWBY fan. And this is something we talked about when we talked about the closure of Rooster.
Yes, so, that was actually probably my biggest of Rooster. That was probably my biggest. That was probably my biggest sad part was kind of just this idea of not knowing whether or not RWBY would be able to see its end because it's kind of an emotional series for a lot of people because the creator Monty passed away right before the release of season 3. We're on like season 8 now. So
yeah, another one in the realm of like, you know, these guys who made amazing stories.
Seriously, no, he is a visionary. The whole thing was his idea, creative design. He was the director, everything, and he passed away unfortunately because of I believe it was a heart attack or
bummer.
Maybe it was heart. It was a heart something. He had an issue, and I honestly just think no matter what, because I haven't seen the last season, and I really want to.
Yeah.
But I'm very. I really want it to conclude, and I really want his story to be told. Just because, you know, as someone who wants to make art myself, I think that is what we can do to impact the world forever, which is to create a piece that will stay the test of time. Right. And I just think I have a lot of love for RWBY. So very exciting. Yeah. That was the thing I was worried about the most.
Great.
So
Joshy,
yes,
I have a game for you.
Ooh, a game.
Yes.
A fun game.
Because I love to introduce new things into the show just for you. As I said earlier.
Is it a fun game?
Well, you remember before I did like Flash news.
Oh,
right? Yeah. So it was like, all right, is this interesting? Yes, no? Yeah, I know. It's just just little flipsies. Now I have something that I've wanted to also make a recurring theme, and I didn't know how to put it in, and I figured it out.
Ooh!
It's called Chance Time.
Chance Time!
Chance Time!
Chance Time!
Obviously a Mario Party reference, but I think you can pretty much pick up what we're talking about.
I'm picking it.
So, Joshy,
yes,
you might be asking, what the fuck is a chance time
what the hell is
during the news?
What the fuck is that?
I'll tell you.
Tell me.
I have 7 articles.
Whoa!
And you are going to pick a number 1 through 7.
Oh. Okay. This is literally chance time.
This is literally chance time.
1 through 7.
There is more to this game. You're just going to have to play along and see what happens.
1 through 7 right now?
1 through 7 right now.
I'm going to go 2.
2.
I'm all about 2.
Great. I have an article here for you, which also falls under, ironically, the only other anime one, I'm pretty sure. Bleach Rebirth of Souls.
Ooh.
New 3D fighting game. Following original story announced alongside the first trailer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Bandai Namco is going to be the developers for PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam.
Cute.
And it's kind of going to be on the level of trying to compete with Dragon Ball.
Sparking Zero.
And, their whole series.
That's tough.
That's kind of like the vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. 2-minute trailer was shown during Bandai Namco's panel. Contains glimpses of the core cast, including Ichigo, Rukia, Orihime, Ishida, and Chad. Chad? I haven't seen more stuff. With Soul Society, blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
Honestly, I feel like this is crazy because this needs to happen, is what I see from this, okay? Because, number 1, Bleach, dude. Bleach is one of the big 3. So if you're going to like be representing that, right? we can't keep having these games come out that are like hot garbage or pumping them out because of what's the one thing?
Right.
Money, right? Because it's capitalizing on the IP. No,
I agree.
There's so much potential here, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Like if Nickelodeon is going all in an All-Stars Brawl, you guys can like really try.
We really can try.
Yeah. So
I agree.
Seems like that is kind of the vibe. Does this excite you?
Yes. Excuse me. Out of the big three, which is One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, I have only seen 2. Bleach is the one I haven't seen. However, I feel like there's a reason I haven't seen it. It's just not backed up by as much enjoyable content as the other ones are.
Well,
and I'll say that. Talk about chance time, man. It is random. No, but you know what I mean. Like even Dragon Ball, it's like there's a lot of stuff outside of just the show to appreciate.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And not that Bleach doesn't have some cool stuff, but I just feel like it's lacking more than, say, Naruto or One Piece.
Probably than any of the big 3, let alone even, I mean, dude, all the rave in Japan right now of JJK and how big it is, and that's so new. Like, where the hell is Bleach, bro? Like,
Bleach. Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
I completely agree.
Yeah. No, I do completely agree with that. I feel like you definitely need to watch Bleach, though.
I do. Oh, I do. That's what I meant to say. I have plans.
It sounded hopeless.
No.
Upset.
Don't be hopeless.
Joshie, I have good news. Okay. It is bonus round. Whoa. You get one more.
All right, one more choice. Go.
And 2 is out, so you still have 1 through 7, though.
I'll go 7 because I'm playing Xenoblade 3 right now.
Excellent, my friend. I have McDonald's. Has made a Jujutsu Kaisen themed special grade garlic sauce.
I picked the 2 anime ones? No way. Are you serious? That's crazy.
Ooh, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
There's one other that talks about a specific anime. There is another that's anime.
Okay.
Like inspired. No, but you are nailing them.
Okay.
There's 3 that aren't at all. Ooh. So great.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
McDonald's is launching a new sauce inspired by the hit anime Jujutsu Kaisen. It will be available exclusively on the McDonald's app starting July 9th, which is today.
Oh, hey.
Inspired by the black garlic sauce from the McDonald's Japan.
Nice.
And was made in partnership with Jujutsu Kaisen specifically.
Yes.
Features notes of garlic and soy sauce.
Ooh, delicious.
Balanced with a light tangy sweetness.
Nice.
From McDonald's themselves, because I'm pretty sure them and Wendy's, they've got like a really good like social media kind of like presence with their wittiness.
Yeah.
Literally it says, I'll show you what a real jujutsu is. Special grade garlic sauce drops 7.9 in the app.
Oh, yeah. 7.9.
I don't even know what that means, bro, but that's hype.
That is hype.
Will that cause you to go to McDonald's?
Oh, yeah. If there's a JJK meal, come on. I think I gotta try it. I also... They got a bunch of different characters on the thing. I did see a little bit about this. And in Japan, they have a whole... like a meal that they're doing. I don't know if they're doing that here or if they're just bringing some over.
They probably will, right?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Also, I mean, it's probably not going to go as crazy as the Szechuan sauce, the Bunkel that was a couple of years ago. Remember that one?
Didn't they bring it back?
They did.
Recently. I had...
Somewhat.
Yeah. I'm not going to... Remember me? I said me and Mikey were going to Mickey D's after like every shift for like 4 months and I was giving them rides.
Yeah.
We'd always go to this one McDonald's.
Yes.
One time they had this sauce. I tried it.
Was it called the Szechuan sauce?
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was
kind of like the
sweet and sour?
Exactly. Yeah. I was even gonna say like the Polynesian a little bit, right? But it almost had like a little spice to it. It was really good.
I love Szechuan sauce.
I normally don't. I think I've had Szechuan sauce before that I'm like,
but it's like its own.
It is its own thing, right? Yeah. Well, I came back the next time. Oh yeah, we discontinued that.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know how they got more because I thought that was years ago.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah. So I have no idea. I was like, are they back? And they're like, apparently.
Sweet.
Joshie, I have last chance, all or nothing. Joshie, this is going to be, you are going to pick. How many do we have left? You said 2. There is 5 remaining. Okay. Ooh. So you are going to pick up or down.
Down.
And then left or right.
Right.
Perfect. Joshy, I have the final article here for you, my man, which is the only non-anime one.
What?
But I think it's a good one. Okay. Man sentenced to 4 months in prison for carrying a 6-inch master sword in public.
That wasn't
claimed
a man.
It was a fidget.
That wasn't a man. That was Link. They locked up Link. Bring him back.
Oh my gosh. Reported by Eurogamer, 48-year-old Anthony Bray of Nuneaton in Warwickshire, England, was spotted carrying a replica of the iconic weapon from Nintendo's The Legend of Zelda series openly in the local town center. He was walking down the street with something in his hand, according to police, and the officers approached him with the item visible in his hand, in which he was arrested on point for carrying a bladed article. Bray is the man's name. Subsequently claimed the Master Sword. Yeah, it wasn't Link. I mean, he's a fraud.
It is Link. No one else can carry the Master Sword.
Something to keep his hands busy that he bought online. But police said that because it was a sharply pointed item, it could be used as a weapon and put others in fear of it being used against them.
So wait, he's going to jail?
Yeah.
For 4 months?
4 months.
Did he threaten anyone?
Here's a picture.
What the heck? Wait, it's tiny.
6 inches.
What?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I didn't say 6 feet. This is, it's like the size of the one in your room.
That's messed up.
Yeah, kind of dumb.
He's not threatening anyone, was he?
Allegedly, no. He was also in the middle of the town center.
Also, okay, I mean, if he was threatening someone, yeah.
I see both sides here.
I don't. No. People carry around freaking knives all the time.
You're right, but not openly.
You have them in your pocket. What was he carrying it like he had it unsheathed?
That's what it says, that he was fidgeting within his hand. He was literally carrying it.
It's like a toy, though.
I know.
I don't know.
It doesn't look sharp.
Free my man Link. Let him go free. Let him go free.
And given a 4-month prison sentence as well as an order to pay a victim's...
What?
Who's the victim?
Wait, did he hurt
surcharge of $195?
Did he attack someone?
No.
You sure of it?
Yes.
So then who's the victim?
Look at this. After that image I showed you, despite admitting that the Master Sword could be perceived as threatening if someone else saw it, Bray insisted during his interview that he would not have used it as a weapon, the police said. Directly from the police.
This is ridiculous.
He wasn't caught doing anything.
This is ridiculous.
He just had it on him.
Let him free.
Let him free.
Let him free. Here's what I'll say.
Here's what I'm going to say. Bray has the power of the Triforce right now.
Absolutely.
Power of courage.
That's
maybe not wisdom, but he's definitely got the courage right now.
And possibly the power.
And probably the power. Possibly. He might get more if the police keep
all I'll say is free my boy. Free my boy. He didn't do anything wrong.
He did nothing wrong.
Let him go.
Yeah.
Let him free. Don't make him pay. You. It sounds like some fucked up
jargon,
police jargon to try and get some more money.
If we were fat right now and made of money, I would just pay for it for him.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
I'll bail him.
That's fucked. I'll bail him. Yeah.
And then we get him on the cast.
Yeah, get him on the cast. Come on, man. Joshy, I have...
Wait, it was in Europe?
Yes.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
In England.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Because guns are illegal, so knives are all the crime rates are knives, and knives are seen as guns. You can't really have one. So if he openly had a knife, first off, this is why America's on top. Because get your ass over to America, dude. You wouldn't be in fucking prison. This shit sucks.
It's true.
Imagine if this happened in America. This would be ridiculous. But those Brits,
I'm with you.
Those Brits
I just
are so
thought
scared.
You heard at the beginning. This is
I guess I did, but I forgot. I heard Eurogamer, and I guess I thought they were just reporting.
Warwickshire, England.
Right. I guess I did hear that.
Yeah. Well, we are
still free my boy.
Yeah, we are kind of like the New England. So
exactly.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Joshy, I have some honorable mentions / announcements for you. Let's start with an announcement of Nintendo Classics on the Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh, shit.
They just added some NES games.
Ooh.
Pretty sure they're all NES. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Urban Champion.
Okay.
Golf.
The classic.
Classic. Donkey Kong Jr. Math.
Yes. What?
Who's
playing that game?
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know if I've ever heard of it.
I've never even heard of it.
Donkey Kong Jr. Math. That is the name of the game.
Did they just bring it to America? Is this like a...
Oh, maybe.
They could have done that. Because they've done that with a lot of...
yeah, you're right. There was like Star Fox 2.
Yeah, Star Fox 2.
Mock Rider.
Mock Rider. Wow, I didn't know that wasn't on there already. That was definitely on there. Mock Rider?
I don't think so.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Do you remember those leaks when it said Mock Rider?
Yes, I do. That's what I'm thinking of.
It was the Grinch
leaks. The Grinch leaks, bro. Mystery of Atlantis, Solar Jetman, and Cobra Triangle.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know any of those besides Mock Rider.
I don't know, but I'm going to tell you something coming from like a big Nintendo gamer. I think we're both in this wheelhouse.
Yes.
It actually, despite maybe what it seems on the surface.
Yes.
Because people do love to be the vocal minority, complain.
They do.
If they don't get what they want, right? Or look at them releasing these games that maybe you've never heard of. Possibly. Or you don't like them, and so you think it's taking away from getting something you want.
Right.
I'm going to be real. Nintendo is giving us a lot of what we want.
Absolutely.
I'm not counting them out at all.
No.
And I think it's very respectable to also continue down a path of they almost annoyingly have this drive to push things that no one else believes in.
Yes.
And keep things going that people didn't even know existed.
Agree.
And that's what I see in this list, you know?
Agree.
Like, why else would they release golf or all these games? Preserving nostalgia
and also preserving games. Games are a tough thing to preserve.
Totally.
Because they were whole hardware at one point.
Yes.
You know, and there's not always collections that collect things like King of Cobras, whatever the hell that is. I don't know. I've never even heard of Donkey Kong Math.
Jetman. Yeah.
So
Donkey Kong Jr.
I like preservation. I like all the things that are in there. I think it's great. I think it's a fantastic idea. I also was just looking at the Grinch leak, and it's so funny. I think Chorus Kids should be in Smash.
Chorus Kids should be in Smash.
Don't you think?
After what I've played in, yes, bro. Yeah.
Shadow?
This leak was so peak.
I know.
Do you realize where I was at? Not on this planet, I'll tell you that much.
That was before
Joshy,
Ken even got announced.
For you,
I
have an honorable mention, which is PlayStation reveals the Shapes Collection. Have you heard of this?
No, I have not.
Think you're gonna shit yourself, my guy. So? They announced 5. I think I just missed one. Oh, maybe there's 2 that are separate or together. I don't know.
Okay.
Action figures.
Oh, shit.
Based on very popular PlayStation IPs.
Oh, no way.
The first being Aloy from Horizon. And these are posable, by the way. Yep. Horizon Forbidden West.
My favorites.
Kratos and Atreus from God of War Ragnarok. Varl from Horizon Forbidden West. And Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah. Honestly, bro.
Very cool. Should have been Ellie and Joel, but weird.
Honestly, you already know that's... Would they want to put out their first rendition of that?
I mean, you're right.
You know,
who the hell is the other character?
They already threw out like some other ones. So, look at these figures.
Let's see them. Very cool. Very cool. I'm a fan. I like it.
Yeah, I think the retail on them is like $50.
Oh, nice. Kratos and Atreus. I love that because that's from God of War Ragnarok.
Who's that? There's
some guy.
He might be in the first.
Where the freak
Did you beat Horizon?
Astrobot? Dude, I never played it.
Okay.
Or I guess I started it, but I wasn't a fan. I was spoiled.
I will get a lot of flack, but there's no reason for it.
I'm going to be honest.
There's no reason.
Kind of mid.
Nowadays, yeah, I would especially think so.
It's a little mid.
Joshy.
Talk to me.
It is time for something very specific.
Yes.
And then we're leaping into our main topic today.
What's those?
Which is largely unstructured, I will tell you right now.
Ooh, okay.
So,
my favorite kind.
We are taking a break.
Okay.
With a run of round 2 of Flash Ultimate.
Let's get it.
Which will directly lead into the main topic today.
Okay, I'll find
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do it.
All
right, Joshy. Okay. The time has finally come. We are at the main topic.
Here we are.
Today, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Which I gave Joshy a little hint right before we took our break. Which was, yes, I had some blanks. So it
Do you want to write it out?
On my... I'll write it up for you. So, right here on my notepad.
Yes.
I was showing Joshy, it says episode 46.
Yes, it does.
Blank, dream, blank. Dash, blank.
That's right.
The full title.
The full title.
Episode is called...
Don't tell me until you write it. Oh, you want to write it first? Okay.
You can watch me write it in.
Right.
We got episode 46, Smash Dream Roster.
Oh.
What is this word?
What does it say? Anime edition.
Yo! Now
okay.
it's come full circle.
All right.
Crazy
That's
you said
great.
anime.
Wow.
1 minute
about
in.
An anime episode.
Yes.
We've literally been saying this the whole episode. I had no idea, by the way. This is not acting.
Just how it goes.
I'm not that good.
The main topic was anime.
Yes, sir.
I had several anime. You picked 2 in a row.
Okay.
So
wait, let me ask a question. Are we going like Smash Ultimate? Like that many characters? Because I don't think it's going to be that hard. I'm not kidding.
No.
Fuck.
Because I want this to be a comprehensive list. Earlier I also said, this could be kind of like a mini series that we revisit.
Yeah, we could.
This is the anime edition.
Yes.
We might even revisit anime edition part 2.
I love
because there's so much just in the wheelhouse of anime, right? But notoriously, we have talked about before, excuse me, with the nature of the roster within Smash Ultimate.
Yes.
Sakurai said himself, by the way, I've designed this in a way where we're pretty good to go here.
Okay.
So you won't need to really look anything up. I want to keep this kind of just really casual.
Yes.
I do have a format.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
But I thought it would be really fun because Sakurai's criteria was I had to be a character who originated from a video game which was notoriously why Goku did not
was
make
the
it
number
into
one
Smash.
In a lot of places.
Pretty sure it was unanimous worldwide.
Yeah, the Smash ballot wanted Goku in Smash.
So bad. And you were definitely one of those guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I wanted it. I'm not even really a Dragon Ball guy.
I'll say, Dragon Ball has consistently been releasing games for almost every single year.
Yes.
Some of the best-selling anime games of all time.
That's right.
And that's just the truth.
That's just the truth, bro.
And looking towards the future, too, we're looking towards a extremely highly anticipated Dragon Ball Z game.
Yes.
I'm just saying, I mean, obviously doesn't originate, but he's quite the video game mascot. You will see him every year on a video game.
Well, I'm excited to bring him up today, Joshie, because the way I've got this laid out is we are going to be running through... is going to be a player's choice roster. So, basically, the way this is going to work, okay? It's not going to be so much full-ass discussion. That'll be a part of it.
Sure.
But kind of the nature of is I have a list here of several anime.
Okay.
And we're going to go back and forth 2 to 3 characters each.
Okay. Depending on
we would add into Smash.
I'm gonna say depending on the popularity.
Depending on the
anime,
anime,
like Smash.
Yes,
the way they do it.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm gonna say though, we should definitely keep it to a maximum of 5 per game. Okay. Because I want to build up over time.
Tell that to Sakurai with Fire Emblem. Huh?
Hey, buddy, calm down over there. I know, for real, because he's already like tripled that. Yeah. But
quadruple.
The reason I want to cap it at 5.
Yes.
To keep it kind of like in the wheelhouse of an organized kind of structure for us, okay? But this is going to be a roster. Yes. We will add to over time. And we will build up what is going to be the Flash Ultimate roster.
So down.
Smash Dream roster, my guy. Are you down?
Get it.
Yeah,
yes.
Let's get it. Okay, Joshie. So, we're going to start with...
Let's get it going.
The first anime on the list is Seven Deadly Sins.
That's a great,
and with each
start.
of these, especially because I feel you are more of the anime guy in the podcast, in our duality, I would like you to start every list.
Okay. Let's get it started.
So I also know you. Probably not going to argue with any of these.
What about, how do we agree on the number of characters per anime? Because obviously, Seven Deadly is not an extremely popular anime. You know, it's pretty popular.
Yeah, but I'm sure you can think of maybe 10 off the top of your head that would fit.
Oh, absolutely.
Easily.
I'll make it 15.
Easily. Exactly. So, we would talk about... honestly, if we went too unstructured and ham, we'd probably just talk about Seven Deadly Sins as a discussion about Smash Bros. Characters.
Can we make it fun?
But I want to make it fun with selecting
it's already fun,
specific ones. Yeah, I know what you mean, but what do you got?
I was going to say, if we think of alternate costumes, we just say them real quick, right? Just some kind of idea, because I already have a couple for the first character I would want from Seven Deadly Sins.
I'm down for any and all ideas.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we'll be documenting.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Let's also come up with the final Smash. Come
we
on.
can come up with
Fuck it, man.
anything, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
To get us started,
who would we start with?
Obviously, Meliodas. Are you joking me? And I want Meliodas with his what's the name of his sword?
Oh, his sacred treasure.
Sacred treasure. Lost Vein.
Lost Vein.
I would love him. I want him with Lost Vein.
Okay.
Basic skin, the boar hat outfit that he has, the black with the red tie. Alternative, the outfit he had in season 3, if you remember, where he had the collar with the white and the red pants. You remember that?
Oh,
from season 3.
Yes, bro.
Another ultimate costume.
Almost like what's the?
But he's got it's like the green outlines.
Like medieval.
Yeah. You remember that one?
Yes.
Another alternate costume. Him with his armor. Remember his
Obviously,
armor?
yes.
And then I'm going to go with another alternate, because maybe I'll just go 4 alternate costumes, if I feel there needs to be.
Sure.
Purgatory him with the blue and the black pants. And then the like buttons that are like shaped like a star.
I'm going to add one.
Please.
Demon King costume.
I wanted to say that.
Yeah, just because I feel like it also is an ode to Xenoblade.
It definitely is. Zanza. It's Zanza.
Exactly, bro.
Okay.
It's so peak. So, down. All right, we got our first character.
Yeah. You got a second
In fact, it might even be fun. Do you just want to take full wheel?
If you would like that, sure.
Yeah,
I have ideas on ideas. How about this? How about you add whatever you want to?
Yeah, we're gonna cap it 5 characters. Okay. I will pick. So I'm gonna have you give me 4.
Okay.
And these are competing spots. Okay. Think of it like a game.
Oh yeah.
So I will choose number 5th based on who you haven't chosen, who I really want in there.
And I'm gonna go objective on what characters I think would be in a Smash game, popularity, their fighting.
I want you to visualize this character's actually in the game.
I'm going to. Don't worry.
Because Joshy, there is a part 2 after we have selected the characters. I'm going to tell you right now, we will be building our own roster, replacing characters.
Okay.
So you definitely want a character that is going to be like in this game. Okay.
I got ideas.
Okay, let's hear it.
Number 2, Bon. No question.
Bon.
Meliodas and Bon. Not only are they an iconic duo, but they also are all about their little rivalry.
Dude.
Think about getting to play. It'd be like me and you playing Sephiroth and fucking Cloud.
Over and over.
Come on.
And over.
Alternate costumes.
Yeah.
The long
coat.
Trench coat, that he has with the hole in the back so he can get punched through the chest without ruining his clothes.
Yes.
That one I'm going to need. The leopard print that he has in Purgatory. It's just so tough.
It's so iconic. It's like, he wouldn't wear that.
No,
it's Bond.
He would.
No,
he would. He wears fucking crop tops, dude. It's Bond, bro.
It's Bond, bro.
Third costume.
Yeah.
When he first meets Elaine, and every time we see him in flashbacks, he has the orange and the green. You remember that one? Okay.
Yes, I do.
And then
when he's like older than he's the same age he looks, right?
Yeah.
So he's just gone through his like maturity, but he still very much almost looks like kind of like his master, right?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of that kind of
absolutely.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Did he have armor or something?
He did.
Like
all the 7 Deadly Sins had armor.
Okay, well, it's got to be the armor.
Armor's the 5th.
I was going to say maybe we should cap all costumes at 5.
Yeah.
But I was going to say maybe even a throwback, have his master in there in his human form.
Oh, what was his name?
What is his
name? Something Z. Zoroff? I don't know. Zora.
Okay. Anything else about Bond?
I want him to have his sacred treasure.
Yeah.
Has to.
Which, his sacred treasure is the whip?
You haven't seen it?
Oh, I guess not. Oh my gosh. I've never seen Bond's sacred treasure.
Oh, you haven't?
Wow. Okay. Well, he's got to have something with, it might be his ultimate. I don't know. Fox Hunt.
Fox Hunt. What about a side B that pulls people close?
Oh man,
and it could be a command grab.
Yes.
And you could literally grab and
and he literally steals like I don't even know how they would do it, but it's almost like,
what if it heals?
But he self heals, right?
Ooh, what if his down B was
it's
some
gotta
kind
be like
of
he gets
healing?
stronger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he gets stronger off of Fox Hunt because Fox Hunt gives him strength from someone else.
Yep.
But what if you could also take, season 5 Bond, he gives and has some benefit to him.
That'd be crazy,
right?
That'd be crazy.
Ooh. Like he gives strength to his opponent, but he heals.
That could be crazy.
That'd be crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. I love that idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. You know what? For the sense of time for these, I think we should do 3. 3 is pretty.
Called gift.
Oh, that's gift. Yeah. I think we should stick with 3. Are you down for 3?
I'm down.
Just have the big 3 of each show we want to talk about.
Okay. Cool.
Last one. Escanor. Are you kidding me? He would be a heavy tank who is able to absolutely take. I even imagine him having his down B being some kind of form of Joker's where he starts lighting up and he just takes hits like a demon. His smash attack is like Ganondorf's, where it's Rita, and then his neutrals are all punches, and Holy Sword Escanor would be his final smash.
Oh, no question.
And it would be ding, and it slashes everybody on the screen.
Yeah, final smash. What about costumes?
Costumes, very simple. His original. How about his pants, the one that he wears whenever he rips off his shirt, the ripped up shirt. You know, the one where, like, when he first shows up against...
against Gallon.
Yeah. When his, like, tie's kind of falling off.
Yes.
That'd be tough.
Okay.
Purple trench coat, the one that he has. The fur is so tough.
It's so tough, bro. Like, even in, basic human form, right? Like, he's still like, but he looks like a badass.
But he's the badass, man. And then, as a 4th costume, probably his knight's armor. That'd be tough. That would be tough.
Yeah. I mean, they all gotta have their armor.
I think they all should have their armor.
Absolutely.
And then,
anything else?
I think I'm pretty happy. I think it'd be like a Ganondorf type with a mix of kind of like a couple projectiles. You know what I mean?
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I completely agree. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, we're there. Okay. And I'm gonna pick.
Okay.
For the final slot.
Yeah. Give it.
What do you want to call it?
We can do 5 too, by the way. We can do as many as we want.
No, let's keep it 4. Yeah. I have a lot of I have a plethora. I'll say that much.
It's tough for 7 Deadly because I want everyone in there.
I'm with you. So I'm gonna choose someone who's not a Sin. I'm gonna break the chain here. I'm gonna go.
What were you gonna say? I thought you were gonna say Gil Thunder for a second, like a Marth type.
That's crazy because I was literally thinking it.
Are you really?
He also has the build and everything, just like Gil Thunder.
Yeah.
I am going to say Estarossa.
Estarossa. And he has a mild skin?
Yes.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yes, exactly.
How about Estarossa? Yeah. He's got another... his other skin would be Mael.
Yes.
And
it's almost...
What if it's like Olimar and Alf? Are you down for that? Olimar and Alf. It's Estarossa / Mael. We could do that.
I'm down.
You could keep the same move.
We can do whatever we want. Yeah.
Another skin.
Perfect.
Half Angel Wing, half Devil Wing. Come on.
Yeah. What's that called? Like I don't remember. Like hybrid form.
Yeah, hybrid form.
Yeah.
Come on, that skin is too tough. Though.
It's so tough, bro. And obviously full Angel skin.
Yeah. What if?
Tough as hell.
I know I'm asking for a lot, but I could see this being a DLC thing. Yeah. Okay. His energy is dark when he's the color of Estarossa. And his energy is like fire when he's the color of Maya.
It has to be.
So it'd go, exactly. Yes. So it'd go Estarossa or Maya.
What if it down B switch form?
Oh, like Pyramithra.
Yes.
I'm with it.
Like goddess form.
Yeah.
Demon form.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. What if it's almost like kind of dark, kind of like some of Sephiroth's moves, where it's like it almost looks like he's in pain or he's like enlightened. Like, so if he switches to Estarossa with down B, it's almost like he's kind of enraveled by the darkness, and he's like, ugh! And then he's taken over, out. And then it's like, as like this holy light when he changes to Mael.
Yeah, there's almost
just some little details.
My brain's going is like you could even make it so because he's so powerful.
Yeah.
If you switch too fast too often, there's a meter.
There's a down.
And it overtakes him.
That would be tough.
You're invincible, but you don't really have control. You could just bug out.
What if you do it too much too? Maybe not bug out, but you could get this poison mechanic that's like poisoning you kind of slowly, almost like Pichu or when Joker hits you with that side B. So you can't just keep switching like it's Pyra and Mithra because both characters would have the same kind of kit like Pyro and Mythra, but both would be busted in their own way.
Actually, I'll make it really simple. Yeah. For Smash, it'll break your shield.
That's a great idea.
You do it too much, it just
fantastic
breaks your
idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm with it.
I'm ready. Yeah, that's
cool.
great.
Okay,
what's the next one?
Perfect. We're moving on to probably going to let you take most of this one. JJK,
Jujutsu Kaisen. All right.
Yeah, I already know you got stuff cooking.
I'm cooking.
All right, who we got?
First off, I think we got to go Itadori. Not only would he be a great brawler, but because of the lack of his crazy kit, until obviously much later in the series, he would be a great brawler representation. And I think his mechanics could be wild if you're charging up smash attacks, because remember, his ability is that he has a double impact. So his punches then have a second impact and goes with him. Kind of reminds me when you were playing fucking the super armor that was on Little Mac.
Yes.
So that kind of hit, it would be like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Kind of like Kazuya even a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Especially visually, bro. Like, that would fucking pop
so
off. So
him like that, his outro fit with the yellow shirt would be an awesome secondary
bro,
costume.
Could you imagine that song being in Smash?
Come on. I
play my bar all the time.
Okay, another alternate costume would be him post Shibuya. He has like these gauntlets on.
Shibuya. So I haven't seen this version.
No, you haven't. Can I show you though?
Yeah, look.
Please. Oops. Let me see. Okay. He's got these like. Look at this. It wouldn't be too different from his main costume, but he would have his sleeves rolled up with these crazy gauntlets on there that almost make it look like he has like devil arms, and he'd have scars on his face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a tough ass fucking... Okay.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Do you mind if I throw another one?
No.
Yuta Kotsu would be... Before we get to the big ones, because obviously we know who else is going to be in this.
Uta?
You know Yuta? Yuta Okotsu, Okkaatsu. He is the main character of JJK0 and is also the secondary protagonist to the series. Okay. They claim he is the character with the most potential to be the next Gojo. I think he could have a really fun mechanic with kind of like Arsene. So do you remember JJK0? Did you see it ever?
No.
So, just hear me out here. No. I think he would have a secondary character that comes out of him. This is Yuta right here, main character of JJK0. His ability is copy. He's able to copy other characters. I think he would be a perfect Kirby type, if not just something simple as... Maybe he can only copy when he has this almost stand-like thing that comes out. So he can control this special grade curse named Rika.
Yeah.
And she would come out after he's taken a specific amount of damage, this kind of thing. Maybe he can charge it a little bit with his down B.
What if he has a copy ability and who he has copied modifies the form?
Well,
I don't know.
That would be something. It doesn't. Basically, his other form is kind of like this. It's almost like this power bank that he holds. So he's able to get essentially infinite cursed energy from Rika, and I think it'd be really tough because there could be some kind of like animation where he puts on this ring because he has this ring that he puts on that controls it. That would be tough. And he's a sword type user.
Sword type? Okay, cool.
And he'd be a sword type with that kind of revenge mechanic with Rika. His alternate costume would be, since it takes place a year before, younger Yuta Kotsu, kind of like Ike. He would have like a different look to him. So this is him. Yeah, like this is him in JJK0. Kind of looks a little more timid.
Food's here?
Sandwiches.
Break time?
Break time.
Let's do it.
Let's get it. They would stand on this base, and they would have this swivel in the middle of their bodies. They were little figures, and you would tick them forward, and a number dial would move on their thing, and you'd have to move them, and then you could make an attack when you're like up to them. And so it'd be like... It was sick.
Dude, that's sick.
I just use them as toys. I never played the game. But there was like a Darth Maul, a Darth Vader. I had a Luke Skywalker, an Anakin, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan.
Qui-Gon. I miss Qui-Gon, honestly. Yeah. But then I found him in Taken. All right, Joshy, let's continue the list, my man. All right, we're back. Something I wanted to...
Wait, can I grab my phone?
Yes.
I was charging it for a minute.
Just kidding.
What the flip?
I want to get one there's a coffee one.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to go that low, but you get the vibe.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So I get you.
Do continue.
Yes.
I do want to have a more in-depth convo. Kind of like actually like, okay, let's design these characters, right?
Yeah.
We could even do that off-cast. Yeah. But for the sake of the podcast, I'm actually only going to really write down the actual characters.
The characters.
And it's a great idea. And then you and I can like brainstorm just verbally from there and just take it as far as it'll go. I think it'll promote more casual discussion.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So, we finished with Yuta
Okotsu.
Yuta Okotsu.
Yeah. So I think there's 2 more characters that should be from JJK because they're extremely popular.
Okay. Let's
Gojo, Satoru.
So, can I be real? I will make this mine because, to be real, I only really remember Itadori and Gojo.
Oh, yeah?
And specifically, at the time of watching JJK, and did not get into it nearly the level you are, right?
Yeah.
And you make me want to, right? Especially this backstory of Gojo.
It's good.
But just season 1 Gojo, I had a conversation heated with the boys of putting him in a lineup against other OP anime characters because he's just that.
He also would probably win most of those. To be
that is exactly what I'm saying. Gojo is so memorable, so fast. The fact that he, at least from what I can see, seems to exemplify a good leader in my eyes, right? Like someone he's, like humble, truly. Like yes and no,
maybe not so much.
To be honest, though, it's like he's a good leader.
Sure,
right? And
he's a good teacher. He cares about his students for sure.
Yeah, and by humble, I guess what I mean is for that kind of strength, right? He's not using it over people, right? He's using it seemingly for the sake of like when he absolutely needs to,
right?
And he'll humble people, right?
Oh yeah,
but
he'll be smiling while he does it.
He's not evil.
Yeah.
At least that's the vibe I got.
No, absolutely. I will say there's something really interesting about Gojo, especially after hidden inventory. You really see the ramifications of what it means to be the strongest, not in the same way that Saitama is, of like, there's no challenge, there's no point in the world, which is its own interesting character arc. It's more along the lines of like, is there a danger to being like, will you lose time? Will your responsibility become so heavy that your life is kind of ruined by the fact that you're the strongest? And I think Gojo is one of the most interesting characters.
Problem.
Or even just like Saitama has a lot to get to, but once he gets to the top, where would his time go? Where would his life go? Would his life be dedicated to being the strongest? Is that all he is? So Gojo is a for sure for the count. Sure. He's got to be in there.
So who are you thinking?
My second one would be Sukuna.
Well, you actually did Itadori as well.
I did.
Yeah. So
I think we should do 4.
Yeah,
I think we should do 4.
So down, especially in this series.
Sukuna, I think, would be an amazing one.
Okay, didn't even think of that. I was kind of actually thinking Sukuna being a part of Itadori.
So I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah. In the manga, we see his true form and what he looked like back in the Heinen era. And what he...
We're talking Sukuna, right?
Yep. So he has...
How long ago was that?
Did they revealed him recently?
No. How long ago was that era?
Oh my goodness. Gotta take out the trash, baby. Like 1,000 years.
1,000
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Okay.
But he looks like that. He's huge, has 4 arms, a mouth on his stomach, and then a second face right next to his thing. I could see him as like a massive kind of like a, I don't want to say Ganondorf type for so many people, but he's this form has become so iconic.
Could even say, I'll be real. He's fast though, no?
Yeah, he's everything.
So a part of Ganondorf is truly to his canon lore. He isn't fast, bro. Like Link is way faster.
Yeah.
Zelda's way faster. So that's exemplified in Smash. I think if he actually is fast,
like
right?
A fast tank?
It's kind of like we'll get to characters that have this demeanor in other anime that are scary. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
So this
that's Sukuna, by the way.
Here's where I'm thinking even. Yeah, game balance for sure. But we shouldn't be afraid in our kind of theology in our minds. Yeah. Let it go. So, like, keep it true, balanced, but true, right?
Agree.
So, maybe he just hits like a heavy, but he's not actually heavy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He can get tossed.
Or he's
Ganondorf is actually heavy.
I think he would be insane. Also, for a final smash for all these characters, it'd be pretty easy. Domain expansion, dude.
Domain expansion.
All of them get their domain expansion. Except for Itadori doesn't have one.
Somehow, does it need to even be exemplified? I was even thinking, could that be a part of their base kit?
No, because it's the way I explain domain expansion to people is it's a final smash. It's like an all-in-one move, a guaranteed hit. One guaranteed hit.
Okay, you're right.
And it'd just be perfect.
Literally describing a final smash.
So, I think he'd be tough as fuck.
Okay.
I think he'd be perfect.
Let's wrap our JJK list there. Let's move on to One Piece.
One Piece.
One Piece, my guy.
You got any characters you want to throw in? Or
I'll be honest, I don't really have a lot to give on this particular anime. Okay. So, why don't I'm going to give you full realm. I'll probably just agree with anything anyway. I probably, I don't know. There's some characters off the top of my head that I've heard a lot. If I was to pick one, it would be Zoro. Because Zoro is just such an iconic badass.
A swordsman.
And he's, swordsman. He's the anti-hero. Yeah. He's like Jin. Or at least just as on the surface. Yeah, of like that kind of demeanor. Yeah. But like kind of Bond in a way. Doing my own thing.
Oh yeah.
It's badass, bro. So even if he's not the strongest, but I have no doubt that
I think it'd be a great idea.
Power scaling in this anime is probably unlike any other.
I'll say just because of popularity and the way that One Piece works, I'm gonna say Luffy, obviously. There's plenty of costumes. We can talk about that later, but he changes costumes all the time.
Here's the thing. I'm just not gonna document it. We can fucking go ham.
Dressrosa, Wano, and I think because it's recent.
What's the arc
Egghead
now?
What's up?
What's the arc?
It's called
now?
Egghead.
Egghead.
Yeah, I think Egghead's fit is tough.
That's the look of Egghead, right?
What is that?
That poster right there.
That is Gear 5 Luffy, and I think that would be his final smash because it is OP and it is like busted. Yeah. Right. So the white hair, it's basically like his final form, essentially. Yeah. So Luffy would have to be in there. I think he'd be fun because I think his range could be nice, but he also has smash attacks I think could be tough. Maybe even like some tilts go up, like he stretches like his gum.
Hear me out.
But also
what
he
if
has
played
gear 2.
Not in an RNG sense, but in a quirky, OP, what the fuck is this character? Hero. Okay? Not a sword character, right? But he just kind of has weird mechanics that are only on him. Yeah. Some busted, right? Yeah. I could see his side B being like a right? And going out and trying it would be a command grab. Yeah. Command grab. That would set it apart. Yeah. Also, you could use it off stage, and it could grab ledge.
I think his stretch, should be B's. I think his
all of them.
His because I think his smash attacks should be Gear 3, which is
what's that?
He's able to inflate his arms, make them big, and use hockey punches. So he can literally have massive punches, like DK style, huge punches, and he goes, and he has names for all his stuff, so he could be saying them, Gum Gum Gatling, Gum Gum, like all this shit, Gum Gum Cannon. That would be awesome.
Would there be any kind of like switcheroo down B mechanic?
I mean, you could. What I was even thinking was maybe Gear 2, which basically he uses his rubber heart to pump blood faster into his body, so he gets this pink glow to him and steam comes off him, and he does like this position, and maybe if you like charge it, it'll be like you could literally become faster and all your moves would hit a little bit harder. So something like that. I think that would be cool.
A meter mechanic as well.
A meter mechanic for sure.
Or even a rage comeback mechanic. Maybe he goes into Gear 2 after 75, just like Sephiroth. Yeah. There's a lot you can do.
That could be fun.
I want to do, you know what, a fun thing I'm just going to add in as we go, as we like to do. I want to know what you would make the default special move, the B move.
The B move?
Yeah. I think that is very character defining. Iconic.
Probably a Gum Pistol, which is like
Gum Pistol.
The first one you really see him use. You even see it in the live action.
Yeah.
Gum. Pistol.
So not a tether, but like a smack.
A smack that has range.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Min-Min-esque.
Yeah, Min-Min-esque. I think that'd be cool. And then I think if you have all his gears, I think that would be perfect because then it would be like at least up to gear 3. His smash attacks as gear 3, and then I don't know, maybe leave gear 4 and gear 5 to. I have a great idea. Check us out. His down B is a charge to gear 2. He goes faster and all that shit. And then if you're above 75, or as revenge mechanic, if you use that same thing, he goes gear 4. And he's the bounce man, and he's like bigger, he hits harder.
I would
same moveset, but
Dory would just
go crazy with Luffy.
Yeah, this is like question. Dory as a
absolutely
as a character.
So that's what you should do. A revenge mechanic after 75, maybe even 100. I don't know. Maybe he's a little lighter though.
Yeah,
just to balance him out.
Okay.
So I love Zoro. That's a great idea.
It sounds crazy.
And then I think the third should be Sanji. They're called the Monster Trio on the crew, and
they're just insane.
They're insane.
Is Sanji the cook?
Yeah, Sanji's the cook.
So wait.
He's insane.
He's insane.
So there's only 5 members on the crew that have some form of hockey. Sanji being one of them. He coats his feet in hockey, and he when he first starts using it, he's able to spin so fast, his feet light on fire, and he has like fire type kicks. Right? It's called Diable Jambe, and even like later in the series, he gets he makes it Ifrit Jambe, which is like a blue fire. That's how powerful his flames and kicks are.
Yo.
So he has hockey. He also, much later, you find out a lot about his backstory and his history and kind of what his genetics are. And he's kind of a crazy character. So he would be really fun. I think because it's One Piece, we'd have to have a fourth.
Here's my thing.
Okay.
We should have a villain.
That's a great idea. Is a great idea. You know what?
Where's your head at?
If we're doing a villain, because of the moveset and what he could do, Blackbeard. No, Blackbeard has to be the one. He's actually in Jump Force. He's the villain in Jump Force.
Oh, no way.
But he is the only character in the whole series we've ever seen with 2 devil fruits. Normally, what we've heard is that devil fruits are supposed to, if you eat another one while you have one, your body explodes. You literally die, right? And he has the Quake fruit, which causes earthquakes, and he literally punches the air, and it shatters the screen. And then he also has the Darkness fruit, which is a Logia type, where basically he can...
Is that from the movie?
He can pull... What do you mean? What movie? Did you watch a movie?
There was a movie in Cali 3.
It was... You probably watched
Stampede.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like that's what you're describing.
I don't know if he was in it, but you might be thinking of his name was
somebody perfectly manifested with their devil fruit.
Yeah, you're thinking of what's his fucking name? He's kind of a non-canon villain. But his name's
because the movie's not canon, right?
No. Most of them aren't. But Blackbeard would be the perfect villain. I think he would, because he's just his moveset would be crazy. And he's big, and I like villains. We should choose a villain for all of them.
I agree.
Yeah.
So the next one is Demon Slayer.
Oh, okay. All right.
You already know Tanjiro's got to be it, right? Because, I mean, it's a given.
Yeah. Would you go for Demon Slayer? Obviously, you could do the trio, but I would kind of like to do some crazy ones.
I want to go crazy, because here's the thing, too. While Zenitsu as a concept could be good, I'll even be real. I personally, I'm not drawn towards any I'm gimped now, I'll be good later mechanic, right? I almost thought Joker was there. Turns out Joker's actually really good in his space.
Fucking amazing.
Fine,
Yeah.
But, any kind of even Steve, that's just not my personal play style. Starting weak, getting insane. Or Lucario, right? That would be the design behind Zenitsu, no question. And I
agree.
To be honest, the entire design of who's the other guy, the boar guy?
Inosuke.
Inosuke. The entire design of him is defying all of this power scaling stuff that makes this anime unique. It's just being strong and defying the rules. So he's just a power character.
Yeah.
Let's move on from that.
I think we should.
We have the Hashira, bro.
I have an idea already.
Who's your Hashira?
Tengen, bro.
Tengen.
I think his moveset, with how quickly he moves his shit, I think Tengen would be perfect.
I'm not going to lie to you. I think Tengen was the reason I started this.
Yeah?
The biggest inspo.
No
because
way.
Tengen would be such a dope character. They showed so much about him in just a small arc.
Oh my god, he became like one of my favorite characters in the arc.
The fact that they're grapple axes, and there's two, and then come together.
Yeah, it's so tough. And the way he used them like chainsaws, he could have like chainsaws. I meant nunchucks.
Yes, they're literally nunchucks.
Yeah, and I think you could have a similar like dash attack to Simon.
Just like
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That kind of thing where he's spinning it. You know what I mean? He would have some awesome movesets. Maybe some grapple mechanics, that kind of stuff.
Well, definitely.
Kind of have.
Could you imagine the grapple?
Yeah.
Get over here.
Get over. He's
literally coming back to stage.
Yeah.
That would be
so
sick.
great. So good. You should definitely have a down B that counters, and it's him making a melody of your, kind of like how Shulk has an interesting counter.
Yes.
You know how he makes a melody out of other people's attacks? It would do that, so it'd be like he's like, you press down B, he's like humming, and then it like you land it, he's like, you know what I mean, something like that.
Sick.
Some kind of like you know how Pyrrhus is like a multiple hit. I'm so sorry, Mithra. You know, or side B. Yeah. His down B would be that kind of thing. He goes,
and kind of like Sora, it kind of locks on.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like does maybe even like a chic up B-esque.
Yeah.
Like a cloud disappear, boom.
Yeah.
Because he just read you, and it just animates so cool.
I agree.
All right, let me think of. Who's in.
I will say I have not seen Swordsman Village.
Oh,
or the latest one.
And I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
I was gonna say I have ideas.
The Flame Hashira.
Rengoku. I think he should definitely be in it.
Absolutely.
The flame hits and his like smile, the way he'd be like, "You can," you know what I mean?
Dude, yes, 100%.
So good.
That movie is so hard.
My god!
And the fact that he's very anti his character type because he's just
he's such a good
positive
guy.
Guys, we got this.
Yeah.
He's
smiling
insane.
through all the things. Oh my gosh!
He's
he
almost is Escanor-esque, without the pride. Right. Like it's all heart.
I also think he'd be like Roy with the fire coming off of his shit.
Literally just like Roy.
I think
I made the same connection, bro.
Awesome.
Okay, let's get a villain.
I have one. Obviously, we could say Mugen. Sorry. What's his fucking name?
Muzan. Yeah, not Muzan. Muzan. You haven't seen anything about Muzan?
Yeah, I haven't.
I've seen barely anything, and Muzan is just insane.
You know what I think we should do? Since we have so many sword characters, why not a brawler? The dude who Rengoku fought, the one with the short hair, upper three.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was gonna say that.
Yeah? I think a brawler from.
I don't know his name.
I'm gonna look it up.
It'd be cool if his name was Upper 3 anyway.
Upper Moon
3. Upper Moon 3.
Akaza is his name. But look at that design. That would already be such a tough ass fucking character in Smash Bros. The face he has. Come on, dude. That shit would be so
unreal, bro.
Yeah, I think it'd be peak. So Akaza, no question.
No question.
All right. What's the next one?
You know what the next anime is, Joshi?
What is it?
A little curveball for you.
Really?
Well, in Japan, it's known as Pocket Monsters.
Oh, shit. Pokemon.
Now it's time to live out the dream of Pokemon we don't have.
Oh, okay. So it has to be other Pokemon?
Yes. Someone, obviously, they cannot be in the game.
Okay.
And because this is probably the only one on the list that's in this kind of unique category.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 6. We each get 3.
Okay.
And we'll start with
That's a great idea. Oh my gosh. Okay. First one, Darkrai. I think Darkrai deserves to be in Smash.
Pick.
He has such an aura to him. And I think he is one of the coolest designs of any Pokemon out there. So yes, that would be an awesome.
It would be a very good duality to Mewtwo.
Yes,
because Lucario really isn't.
No, he's not.
Lucario's not that.
Same thing with Greninja. They're not.
Yes, dude. Greninja's same way. Yeah, and have Darkrai be like literally so fast, and he's all about sneakiness, like almost like backslash mechanic from Shulk. Like he'll do more damage or like guarantee sleep on you if he like maybe even touches you from behind with a dash attack. Something crazy, right?
How crazy can I go? Can I have trainers?
I want to be dead ass real. Wait, trainers?
You heard me. Well, I guess he's not in the anime.
No, let's keep it to just Pokemon.
To Pokemon?
Keep it simple. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say 150% Blaziken. Blaziken, bro.
Goated.
Literally, again, I was absolutely shocked when Incineroar popped up. But I'm not disappointed because Incineroar, I actually love him. He's such a great design. Blaziken would literally just be a dream.
Yeah, I agree. That is a good one. I like that one a lot.
And that's an obvious. Okay, I'll be real. Would play kind of like half Roy, half Charizard, half Captain Falcon.
Okay.
It's 3 halves to a whole.
All right, I have my next one.
All right.
Wait, let me find his. All right. You might not know about this one because it was from Isle of Armor. But Urishifu. Urishifu, I think he could have such a cool moveset. He's a fighter, but he also is he's like one of my new favorite Pokemon. If you down B, I think you should be able to change from the dark fighting style to the water fighting style, which is literally like Garou. He literally fights, it's called, I forget what it's called, but it's basically flowing water, crushing rock.
Okay.
And then I think that would be tough as fuck.
That would be tough. That'd be so tough.
That would be cool as fuck.
All right. And I'm going to get crazy now.
Get crazy, man.
All right, bro.
Also, in his victory thing, Cubfu would pull up. Cubfu. That's his pre-evolution. I just think they're so cute.
Oh, man. Yeah. No, it's so cool that they evolve, too. I'm going to kind of try to really keep it base Pokemon, though, because it's like, obviously, we could have crazy legendaries and whatnot, right?
That's what I want, though.
Yeah, and that's cool. I have my last pick will be a legendary. I'll say that much, but I will say something I've thought about that would be really, really sick. And maybe I'm just an OG, but I think I honestly want the EVs.
Some kind of EV?
Some kind of but not. Like, literally, you can change between all the EVs. Because that is kind of EV's thing. Yeah. You have all these choices. So, it's got to be down B, right? Yeah. Or maybe even a Shulk Wheel type vibe. Because that's a lot to choose from, right? How many is there? There's Eevee himself. Then there's 8 evolutions.
Right. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, because Dark,
the original Psychic, 3 plus 2.
Yeah, original 3.
Plus 2 plus 1.
Plus 2, 8.
8.
Plus 2 plus 1?
Yeah. Right. I just could remember the gens, right?
Yeah, you're right. It
was like the original 3. Yeah. Espeon, Umbreon.
Yep.
Leafeon, Glaceon.
Yeah.
And then Sylveon.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Easy.
That's right.
Yeah. Dude, it would just be so sick, especially because I feel their dog-esque form. Like, we have kind of something like that. Kind of, like, do we really, though? Like, we have a Duck Hunt.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Kind of the dog. Banjo is close, but like no, this would be like on all fours.
That would be tough.
That would be so
It'd be kind of smaller a little bit.
Yeah. More horizontal.
Cool. That would be cool.
More of a horizontal weakness, you could say, but they could like leap, right? And do like some crazy, like all of them could do like a crazy side B leap that could get him back to stage pretty effortlessly. Even like, all EVs can learn quick attack. So that would be like their up B.
That is a great idea.
Similar-esque to Pikachu.
Find the name of this one. Oh, yeah. All right, I have my last one chosen.
I'm going to put Evolution, but
that's a great idea.
Who's your last?
Ceruledge.
Ceruledge, bro. Oh, my gosh, you were so right.
I got to have it
That is a crazy pick. That's like a Blaziken with blades, bro.
I know.
Yeah, I am all about that. I'm going to go very unexpected. At least I think it's unexpected. Rayquaza.
What? How would you do that? Like Ridley?
Esque? Yeah. Like, okay, the thing about Rayquaza, he wouldn't just be crawling, okay?
Yeah.
Like, he is a dragon. He's the serpent of the sky.
Yeah.
So, he can fly, right? That's literally one of his types. So, he would control maybe like Samus.
Okay.
Or Dark Samus in a way, kind of floaty. Yeah. Kind of like, Ridley-esque in the fact that Ridley's supposed to be huge.
Yeah,
obviously,
maybe a little bit smaller.
Supposed to be huge. Yeah. But you can also have massive, sizable Charizards. Okay, so
love it.
Keep it the same. Rayquaza could be really sick.
Yeah,
honestly,
that could be cool
I feel like it would just be very unique. I can already see like the back air.
Yeah,
massive tail.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be like it's a weird legendary that you wouldn't expect. So I'm throwing it in there.
I like it.
My man, let's move on to number 6. Attack on
AOT?
AOT.
Oh my goodness.
This is a whole different level of, I think, creativity.
Yes.
Because there isn't really a lot in terms of, like, superficial powers in this universe.
Yeah.
It's humanity and the Titans.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay? So, gives us some good options because I think the first one I'm going to put on this list is the only one without a power.
Levi Ackerman.
It's Levi Ackerman.
Technically, he does have a power.
You're right.
The Ackerman power is very, very powerful.
It's very powerful.
However, and by the way,
he himself has to execute it.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
So he is just that.
Completely agree. Also, I think anyone. Yeah, he's so cold. I think any one of the base users that aren't Titans would be sick. But because of that moveset, I think he could have those rockets that they throw.
Absolutely.
And then I think he could also, obviously, he'd be like a quick slasher.
It does like a 2?
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Come on. That'd be tough.
Obviously. Like, what if he even like had a move where if you're playing 3s, he did multi-slash through everybody?
Great idea.
Bro, it's like
what if his slash moves up towards people or through people, and you can angle that so you can kind of like go through multiple people?
That would be crazy.
Kind of like
I feel like you'd have to balance it with
what's his name? Spectre Knight from Spectre Tournament.
Yes.
Remember the way he's able to like cut through things?
Exactly like that, bro. Yeah, I feel like you know what I think his mechanic would be would be he's limited by. Like, for that OP move, he can't just keep using these blades. They gotta recharge. Maybe Banjo-Kazooie, they eventually break and, time out.
Yeah.
So, he has OP moves.
Yeah.
Maybe even, like, Sephiroth sub B. Like,
or like,
Yeah.
Kind of like Steve's where it can break. And then you were left with just fists.
Yes.
Yeah.
But even then, he's still got his ODM gear.
Yeah.
Right? And
I
so
think
he can
go
do like
crazy
shit.
Yeah.
You can like punch him down.
Up B going from underneath the stage.
That would be so sick. What if he had a side B that took him forward, and if he runs into you, he grabs you and you both come in the center, and he takes your head and takes you to the ground.
That'd be tough. I like that. I think another one, which could be a villain or a hero, depending on how you watch the show, Eren Yeager, and I think his base should be his season 4, and he has an alternate costume that's young Eren, kind of like Ike. Okay, but I think his moveset should be based around his Titan ability more than his ODM gear, because I feel like it would just be a clone of Levi.
Well, I'll be real. A part of like kind of his. Truly his story is that he's not the most gifted with ODM gear. This is where he shines,
exactly.
Right?
What do you think about him having smash attacks just like what's her name's Bayonetta? And you know how he blocks that cannon in the first season? It literally is like a partially formed thing, and it like dissolves after like a second.
It stays so
literally
for a sec, too.
Stays for a sec, and then you can even move past it, and it would dissolve.
Like, dude, that would be
some
crazy.
shit like that. Because he would be insane with that. I also think he should kind of be Joker-esque, wielding a knife, and he'll have the knife, and sometimes he'll attack with it, but when he does those big attacks, he'll slice his hand, or he'll even maybe he'll bite his hand. I just remember him having, that would be tough, actually. That would be so tough. Also, he's not...
I can see his final smash being an actual transformation.
A huge transformation. I also will say he is not a bad hand-to-hand fighter, so I think he'd be good as the base form. Remember, he beats the shit out of Armin in that one scene in the last season. Literally bare fist. Like, he's a fighter. He is a fighter. So he can go up against the big dogs, but maybe even like his... more than his attacks make like Titan moves and shit like that. So
no,
I think that'd be sick.
That'd be so sick.
I'm trying to think of more characters.
I was gonna say Reina.
Reiner.
Yeah, because dude, also the attack Titan, or I'm sorry, the
you're thinking of Aaron?
The armor Titan.
The armor Titan. Yeah, that would be cool as fuck. Yeah.
And then
also works as villain or hero.
I think they all do, right? Like, it's kind of like, who's really the good guy here? Can I throw out another idea? You can agree or disagree.
Yeah.
I should have 2.
Okay.
I think Gabi. Sharpshooter Gabi.
Like a shooter?
Yeah, but that's all she would have, wouldn't it be?
I would say no, just because she's probably the least liked character in all of in all of Attack on Titan. Yeah. The people hate her.
No, for sure.
Especially if you don't watch the show and you're a poser.
Yeah,
you know, you don't really understand her point. Yeah.
Most people are Gabi.
I know.
That's the track.
It's the crazy part. So I'd say we shouldn't, just for
us included,
the realism of it.
We don't know anything.
But I do like the different style.
Well, then I'll tell you my other one.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Zeke.
Zeke would be tough as fuck.
Zeke Yeager, bro.
That would be so sick,
dude. I just think obviously the Warhammer would be crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, but I also think truly that's a part of kind of Aaron's kid.
Yeah.
Honestly, so.
Yeah.
Zeke though,
Zeke would be
and
sick.
nobody is like Zeke's identity is the Beast Titan, right?
What if like his
he's such a character.
Down B is like Mewtwo's, where it can stun, and he does like a yell towards you, and it goes and it can stun you for a second.
Bro.
If you're in like range.
Because I'm also thinking he's pretty much in Beast Titan form the whole time.
You think so?
Yeah,
how would
like
you do
Donkey Kong-esque.
Ooh, that could be cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get he's a Titan, but making it an actual playable game, maybe be a little bigger.
Yeah.
Right? But his whole identity in my mind of combat is who he is as Beast Titan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just insane. So I could see so much. I could see like he almost plays maybe like Lanky Kong.
Yeah.
Like almost like a DK, but like his arms are just kind of he's throwing is cracked.
Yeah. Oh my god, his neutral B is throwing boulders.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to ask like these neutral Bs. Yeah, throwing boulders.
That'd be perfect.
You could like charge it up, and the more you charge it, the more you crush.
The more like spread it has.
Oh yeah, and the faster it goes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a big ball. It's like it's like the bowling ball of Villager, but it keeps going.
Like
and it'll roll off the ledge.
Like what's his name? Like Mii Fighter.
Yeah.
You know that attack?
Yeah.
It's literally bowling ball, but with a little bit more.
I want to play more Mii Fighters.
Mii Fighters are good, dude.
Yeah.
They're fun as fuck.
We should have Mii Fighter matches.
Let's do it, dude.
You down, bro?
Yeah, we should.
It'll be like Tamagotchi life. I forgot.
What?
Robbie. We were going to play a match.
Oh, we can play after.
Okay. Well, I think he said he was going to bed, so we might have to wake him up. Joshy, let's jump to Dragon Ball.
Oh.
Are you down?
This wasn't first. Oh,
yeah. Well, here's the thing. Because the most obvious was at the top of the list, right? It's Goku.
Yeah. Goku's in
No
it.
question.
No question.
Neutral
Neutral B is a Kamehameha. All right? Simple as fuck.
Yeah.
His down B, his up B would be... up B would be Nimbus Cloud. Okay. His down B would be a teleportation, kind of like Zelda or other characters that teleport. And he would do instant transmission, and he could use it kind of like Greninja, where you could go... and he appears right in front of you and punches the shit out of you. Obviously, he just has like I think.
What if
his neutral B would be? What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, what if they completely redesigned his side and up B to where, imagine on your control stick, you have side Bs over here, and then you've got up. Anywhere in between on the joystick, and you have complete control. It's almost like he's got this crazy flash step with like some flight, right? He's got some control over where he goes. He can move after. You can only do it once before you land, but he can completely control his aerial direction. And maybe even like if he makes contact with you, he like smacks into you, or he like goes you into the ground.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, some kind of anime shit where it's like you punch someone up here, and then you just snap to him, and you punch him down.
I'm thinking maybe that could be instant transmission, because then it could go like, it'd be like, that's like the teleportation sound that you hear in Dragon Ball.
Yes.
That's instant transmission. So maybe it'll lock onto someone, and it can spike if you landed on them.
Oh, but oh man.
And if it misses, maybe you can't get back up.
Yeah, what if...
Here's what I'll say.
There was literally a lock-on mechanic in Smash to guarantee a spike.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. Or a semi-guarantee. Yeah, you just like flash over there. And,
that'd be tough. I like that. Second character has to be Vegeta, I think.
I think it's no question. Yeah.
No question that one. I think he would have a similar kit, but his Gallic gun would replace the Kamehameha. He would also fight with a little bit more... oh my gosh, I forgot to say, I think they should have a Super Saiyan mechanic. I don't think it should be just a skin. I think they should power into Super Saiyan.
Would that be Final Smash?
Final Smash would be like Ultra Instinct or something. Something like crazy busted. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Super Saiyans, it's like, who doesn't want to play as a Super Saiyan? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So just power up your moves completely. And also, he'd be a good counter to Luffy because they would both be able to speed up and power up their moves.
I was thinking, you know how like Incineroar has a almost like you hit me and I power up buff? This one is like you have to charge it in stages.
Yeah.
Okay? And the higher the stage you are, the longer it takes to charge to the next stage. But each stage beefs up Goku to the next, like, Saiyan.
What about something more akin to Clouds? Because everyone knows Dragon Ball is about the yelling and the powering up. So when he's charging, he goes, and like the ground is lifting beside him.
Oh my gosh.
And obviously if he takes more damage, kind of like Cloud. But instead of being able to use a special move, he's powered up for the amount of time that you have that ability for. I think that'd be great. Vegeta, I think, would be obviously pretty similar. I think he'd be kind of like a clone character, just because of their fighting styles. But I think he would go... Vegeta always does multi-key blasts, which never do anything to anyone, but it could be kind of like Palutena's auto reticle, even just like a get off me kind of tool. Right?
Plus, multi-types are good.
We'll take him. But he's got Gallic Gun, and then I think he should have the same Super Saiyan power up. I think we should do 4 because it's Dragon Ball. Next one should be Piccolo. Because he's not a Super Saiyan, so he would have a bunch of different moves. Namekians can stretch their arms extremely far. I think that would be a cool grab mechanic, something like that. And then I think he should have his Tri-Beam Cannon, which is iconic, and it's kind of like something he charges up, and you could keep charging that up. He has a bunch of other moves, too, so I think he would be great.
Okay, cool.
You know?
What about Jiren?
Jiren would be tough. I like Jiren. My big thing, I would love to play as Jiren. I think it should be a more iconic villain. I think Frieza would probably be the one that we should go with. Plus, he kind of looks like Mewtwo.
How do you spell Frieza?
Freza. Frieza.
Easy. Yeah.
Maybe it's Frei. Yeah.
Whatever. We know.
Yeah.
I refer back to the list.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. What would his would he play like Mewtwo?
I think he could be similar.
What would it be his neutral B?
His neutral B?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Well, he destroyed Planet Vegeta with a giant like ball that he gets on his finger, and he used that multiple times. He also has the ability to grab people without touching them, bring them up in the air, and explode them. I don't know if that could be some kind of crazy move.
Like more
grab onto people. Yeah, grab onto people and literally go, and they would go kind of like Palutena's side B. Right? Ooh. But it'd be a command grab.
Yeah.
And you'd have to keep your distance because if he's in front of you, he could hit you.
Yeah.
He also fights with his tail, so he can have moves like
is that his
Mewtwo.
Race?
Yeah, it's they're I don't think they have
well, they all have tails, right?
Yeah. Technically, yeah. Also Frieza is Ieza. We've seen 4 of his species. And they all have forms. So that's his brother Cooler. That's Frieza. That's King Cold, his father. And then there's another one we saw in Super named what's his name?
Kabutsuji.
Kabutsuji, yeah. We don't know. They're just called Frieza race.
Hell yeah.
Or that's what it says here. Cooler. I can't remember his name, but. There could be some cool costumes for him because he has multiple different forms. So you could do his original when he first shows up, where he has like the horns, kind of like his dad, and then his ultimate form, his strong form, and then his gotta do his second form. It's just like a strong one with the horns.
Okay,
that would be base. And also, he's one of the most iconic anime villains. So that
he really is, bro. Like you could say, Mewtwo was inspired by.
Oh yeah.
Joshy, I have one more.
Okay.
Number 8 for the series. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of between 3 of them.
Okay.
Because I had more, but I think I know how I want to finish this. Okay. And I think we're about wrapped here. Okay. So I have 3. How would you like to do this? I would pick a number between 1 and 3, I guess.
2.
Excellent. It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, shit.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's some good ones.
Yeah, bro. Let's go. Who's up? You already know who I'm going to pick.
Jotaro.
Ha!
Come on.
No
that can be your pick if you want.
Question.
But come on.
Yeah.
You need Jotaro in the... would be insane.
Iconic, bro. It would be insane. He'd be like this Captain Falcon.
You want to explain what you want his kid to be? Because I have an idea for my favorite character.
Well, his kid would definitely incorporate a lot of really like the end of the show. I wish I knew more about Jotaro's character because I feel like that would honestly be a disservice. It was just season 3.
He's in 3 seasons. Why not give him different outfits?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we can give him different outfits.
Do Stone Ocean.
But I have no doubt that he also like powers the hell up, right? And does things that I haven't seen yet. Is kind of what I'm getting at.
Well, Star Platinum's a world is something he uses. So
exactly.
That'd be crazy.
But everything with Star Platinum, the crossover of the world, the duality of what Star Platinum really is the world, right? So all of these elements of like he's so fast, it definitely is, it would, to be honest with you, it would not be a mechanical like Joker, it would be permanent. Yeah. He would have a permanent stand. Yeah. All right? And it would be insane, but it would be so much fun. Oh my gosh, yeah.
God, that'd be some good fist punching, straight to balls rocking.
I could see him almost playing like a Street Fighter character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, man.
My character I'm thinking of.
Who is it?
Joseph.
Joseph!
I want Joseph with an alternate costume of him as the older one, and they'd have different voice lines, but they would have similar, like, attacks.
Can I have input?
Want to be,
Hamon needs to be integral to his character.
I think Hamon should be what he's based to.
It's the separator between him and Jotaro.
I also think he'd be great because he doesn't have a traditional stand, so maybe he has like a grab or his up B is like swinging up with Hermit Purple.
Yeah, or even a deflector.
Yeah,
right.
It can infuse Hamon into Hermit Purple.
Oh,
the way he does in the fight against.
What if he like planted some things and like, I don't even know how, some kind of like Hamon traps, and then he could just activate it with Hermit Purple, and it shoots up through all the traps that are already set.
That'd be tough. I think his neutral B should be a Tommy
gun. The Gatling,
Yep.
The Tommy gun, no question. It has to be, bro. I think
he'll have the best voice lines. He'll be like, "Oh no,
oh no!"
And then as an old man, he'll be, "Oh no!"
What if he came in with side B? A car shows up and he just like hops in.
Oh, that'd be so tough.
Takes off like.
I want everything that's crazy about him to be as crazy as Part 2 is. I want him to be just as crazy, almost like a Wario type character where he's so goofy. Maybe even his up B would be his up B has to be purple.
Yeah, Wario has to be. That's what I love about everything we've said is there's really such dynamic with these characters. I mean, if you really think about the dynamics of the actual Smash characters, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah, dude. Joseph would be that would be the opposite too. Jotaro. Yeah. In fact, they would almost play like Sephiroth Cloud, right? Where there really is an opposite duality here. Right. They're not similar. Right. Jotaro much more serious, much more fighter, tough. Joseph, like super fast and super witty, and like traps.
I think it's
maybe
a great
like
idea.
Snake.
I think it's a great idea.
All right, who else you got?
You know who we got? Dio. Are you kidding me?
Ronnie James Dio.
Ronnie James.
Dio well, that's like the original Dio.
Oh really?
Yeah, Ronnie James Dio. But for those who didn't know, Rainbow in the Dark. No, Dio Brando.
I think he
iconic.
Down B would be some kind of freezing mechanic, kind of like what's her face? Fucking
freezing
Bayonetta.
Mechanic. Oh, time stop.
And it would go so and the whole screen would do that thing that it does whenever it does it.
What if, different take, he builds up a meter of the world because he has to recharge it, right? Yeah. But then when it goes off, no matter where he's at, maybe you're even trying to recover. Your opponent's just fucked, you know?
He can just jump down and punch you too.
He can do a punch, but you don't move until time resumes, right? So you can do whatever you want, and then
even try and tech it at some point.
Yeah, right. And you can just try to like stand in this perfect spot. Yeah. You already like hit him this direction, so you're standing on the other side waiting to hit him back.
Yeah.
And it just goes off automatically.
Yeah. I think it's a great idea.
That would be sick.
Okay.
That'd be so sick.
I'm so with it.
Something too about sucking blood.
Yes.
And healing.
Ooh. Yeah.
Or fuck healing, bro. Yeah. Like, he already self-heals, right?
Yeah, he does.
Sucking blood and powering up.
Yeah.
Like, making his next hit, it's almost like a Incineroar-esque mechanic, but it's offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. You want to do a fourth? We got to do a fourth.
We have to. Wait, what would Dio's neutral be?
Neutral B?
Yeah.
Why not a grab and a bite?
Yeah.
A command grab?
Yes.
And he goes... something like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. For this fourth, it's tough to say.
It's really...
Because there's so many good characters you could do.
I know.
How about...
We could even... I feel like I don't want to do another JoJo, though. We already have 2.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. So no Josuke.
I was even thinking Josuke.
I was thinking Josuke too, because his could be crazy, because he can like re-heal things and shit. So I don't know. Yeah, Jonathan be cool, but I want all the Homon to be our fucking boy.
You're right.
How about Kakyoin? Some kind of like a shooter who uses almost like he's not a hard hitter. Like,
I love Kakyoin, bro. Yeah, he has the emerald green.
Emerald green.
Yeah.
No, it's emerald something. Emerald Splash is his move.
Emerald Splash is the move.
But that's not the
Hierophant green.
Hierophant green.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. No, that would be sick. That'd be super sick.
I agree.
In fact, if these 4 were here, right? Jotaro, Dio, and Kakyoin would all have the same mechanic of a perma stand. Joseph wouldn't. It would be there, but it wouldn't be like this, like always floating thing, because that would be isn't like the identity
that's not
of
what
Joseph,
he has.
Right?
He also doesn't have one. He literally doesn't have a big guy. Right. Kakyoin would be perfect because he would play very different than Dio and Joseph.
Okay.
And he would be almost like a fast shooter with like quick moves. So he wouldn't be this big brawler, right? And maybe he's a little lighter, but like his dash attack would be really good. His neutral B would be green emerald splash.
Emerald Splash.
Yeah,
100%.
And some cool stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Some cool stuff.
All right, Joshy. So, to end, excuse me, to wrap episode 46, the main topic of our first episode of Smash Dream Roster, baby.
Wait, can we add one more character from anything? Can we just dream it up?
Way ahead of you, buddy.
Really?
I wanted to, I have 2 more things for you. Let's start with, I'm going to give you one anime to pick.
Okay.
Whatever you want that we haven't said yet. And
really?
We can pick 4 characters from that anime.
I gotta pick something good then.
We'll start with that.
I just wanted to pick one because I love weird characters. I was gonna say if I can just add this in.
Well,
before I say an anime. Oh, is it? Okay,
yes,
never mind then.
I will have
then.
all-star picks.
I just want a couple weird ones because we're doing a lot of fighters, and I want to do something kind of like Wii Fit Trainer or Piranha Plant, those kind of weird ones.
Definitely. So you can even pick an anime that is like not a shonen if you want. Some like you just want to add quirkiness.
I love quirkiness. One anime.
Yeah.
With something interesting in it. Oh, I know what I'm picking.
What are you picking?
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
Come on.
Can I be honest with you?
Please.
That was the other of the 2 options.
No way. Let's go. I knew it.
Didn't pick.
You know who I'm putting in this game, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You know who I'm putting in this game.
The other option, by the way, which we will get to next episode on this, right? Was My Hero Academia. Also, fantastic, bro. Like, all these ideas, man. But I'm so glad you picked this because I feel like it's perfect. Obviously, we have to pick Saitama.
Saitama's going to be in it. I think the funny part about his character is his final smash would be an actual serious punch, and that's one of the only times you see him actually get serious with like the detailed look. He's like silly. Maybe he even like his dash attack would be like he trips down and it just does a stupid amount of damage, right? And he's just like gets back up.
Yeah.
Wow. He should be flicking. He should be
what if you played like
slapping a little bit?
Yeah, exactly.
Even just like a little like jab would be just do a stupid amount of damage, right?
He plays like Game & Watch.
Kind of like Game & Watch.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a little silly.
Where it's like he's a little silly.
A little stiff.
But he is the most powerful character. Everyone knows that.
Oh, yeah.
And even like...
he's holding back so that like we can have fun.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he, like when he gets hit, he's kind of over the top and like clearly he's acting, right? Yes. So it'd be like, and like stuff like that, and it would just be really funny when you lose. Like he wins, and he's like,
in the box zone.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you got me. You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
or even just like, sick. Yeah, and he'll have like voice lines when he dies a lot more. And then even like if he does a final smash, he'd be like, all right, I'm getting bored. And he just absolutely annihilates everyone there. So good. Yeah.
In fact, Saitama, what if his only kill moves for the full set name were his smash attacks? That's the only way you can kill.
That would be not a bad
Everything
idea.
Else is like,
and what if it's like not serious punches? Because he would annihilate people, and you could probably spam those. What if it's like
double punch?
Yeah, like a punch. Yeah.
Just die.
Big punch, and they just like die super casually too. Just
oh no! Pulls his cape over his head.
Yeah. That kind of shit.
Well, you already know who number 2 is.
Are you kidding me? Goro is in this game,
dude.
Out, I am. You already typed it. Absolutely.
Already typed it.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's
flowing water and crushing rock. Question. That side B where he just goes kind of like Bayonetta's the way she's able to do that, but he's doing his his special punches.
His oh my gosh. We would have to incorporate his fluid reversal tech. What's it called?
Which one? Flowing water crushing rock?
Flowing water crushing rock.
Yeah. That would be, I think you would have a
and it would be timing. He can even do it in the air. Yeah. Where right when you're going to get hit by a move, it's like a reversal.
Yeah. I think he deserves a command grab where he just goes, and maybe even like he when he's like dashing, he runs on all fours like when he does against those heroes, right? Something crazy like that.
Yeah.
And like when he's standing, oh my god!
What if he had like Marth and Roy and like Crom, we've seen all their side B works, right? What if he had a side B and you could input up to 4 times in different directions and you can't see it yet? He like builds it up.
Yeah.
And when you let go, he runs through the sequence and if he catches you, he takes you in.
That's a great idea. I love it. I think he would have just some crazy kick moves too. It would just be kicking. His jab would be nuts. And then I think his... I think he should have a counter.
One
of my favorite things about Goro is that he takes damage in order to open up. So he's unpredictable. He's a fighter, but he will take a punch in order to punch back. So like when that guy does the sword stab against him and he literally just takes it in his hand, grabs the fucking sword and just brings it in. Or when what's his face Tank Top Master does that big barrage on him and he punches him right in the face and Goro just I think that would be so fucking perfect.
So sick.
And maybe even just like an insane range mechanic, you still take the damage, maybe, but it does like a bunch of multiple hits. Maybe if you press it multiple times, you keep pressing B.
Or it builds a permanent revenge mechanic. Yeah. Where he just continually
gets more bloody and shit.
He would honestly play similar to Vaughn.
What if he he almost like Lucario, he's not weak at first, but he gets more powerful, and the more red his hair gets.
Yes.
And he gets like one of the
eyes,
the bloody eye and the bloody hair, and like there's blood all over his face.
You can see his condition, kind of like
absolutely. Maybe his shirt gets all ripped and stuff because that's what Goro does.
Yeah.
Fuck, I want Goro in Smash. Oh my god.
I'm gonna give one. And then I want to hear the last one, and I'm going to say it doesn't have to be a villain, because to be honest with you, there is some villainy here, okay? But,
Goro kind of
oh, man, I'm kind of...
What were you going to
say? I'll be real. I was going to say Metal Bat.
Oh, that'd be tough.
I feel like I'm gonna just be like...
Goro can count as a villain, by the way. He's an anti-hero.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
perfect. Yeah. Okay. And then, to be honest,
Genos would have to be in it.
I feel like he'd have
those
to be, right?
blasts and like the big like attacks he does where he like makes the rockets come out of his arms to punch harder.
He is like if Samus was fully realized and unable to
he'd have
really
a blast
die.
Like oh my god, yes. Bro. Holy shit.
It would be peak.
Oh my gosh.
I think Metal Bat too.
He'd also have an insane recovery, I think. I think he'd be that kind of character where his second jump would be boosters, and then he would have like a dark pit kind of like up. Because
what if he he sends up some boosters, and wherever the boosters go, you press it again, you snap to it.
That'd be tough.
Something like that.
Yeah. That'd be tough.
Something unique.
Yeah.
Metal Bat. Definitely think we have to have Metal Bat, bro.
He has to.
Yeah. Some kind of like again, like I know the revenge mechanic, but it's kind of like his. It's kind of his thing.
Okay? Yeah, exactly.
He kind of plays like he gets stronger, like maybe even Little Mac.
Oh my god!
To the point where he can, after 100%, his forward Super smash can break shield one time or kill you.
Yeah, that should be so tough. What about like as a B? I think he'd be a pretty close brawler, but what if he like slams on the ground and a sewer drain comes up and he smacks it like he does against Goro.
That's sick.
So he literally, like his B, he'll smack it up and it'll go boom, and then it was like a projectile like that.
What if you don't even have to commit? You press B and it launches, and then it can hit them like they come in. It just like hits them.
Yeah.
Or you can hit it again. You can kind of fake them out too. Yeah, that's peak.
Come on,
that's absolutely peak.
That's peak.
That'd be such a fun character, and he kind of played like Little Mac. Like, really fast. Yeah. He's like very melee.
Yeah,
that's sick.
I'm with it.
Okay. You want to wrap it there on One Punch Man?
Yes.
Or do you want? Okay.
I mean, I would love all the characters.
Yeah.
Tatsumaki would be really fun. Just plays really different, but would be like overly confident. That kind of vibe would be really fire.
That'd be sick.
I know he'd be similar. Maybe an Echo Fighter for Bang. Bang is the same as Goro, kind of.
Yes, bro.
So he's like always got his arms behind his back, but he like he gets fucking serious and he beats the shit out of dudes. Bang would be tough as fuck.
You've probably seen some stuff I haven't seen, right?
With Bang?
No, with the series. Or
I haven't read the manga.
Oh, you haven't?
I'm waiting for season. I've been waiting for season 3 because I love it so much. I refuse to not experience it as an anime. That is the best action anime that is ever been made.
I completely agree.
And I think that the way that it's done is genius. Like setting all these characters up, it's peak. So yeah, there could be a lot of characters, but we could wrap it there.
Let's wrap with. I'm gonna give you 3 all-star picks.
Okay.
Any anime.
How about they all have to be from a different anime?
Sure. Okay. Whatever rules you want, I'm giving them all to you.
Okay.
What we got?
I'm going Kagami from Kuroko no Basket. You remember him? He's like the Vegeta type guy with the red hair. So his dunks would be insane. I think his meteor smashes, or whatever we're going to call them, his spikes, are going to be fucking ridiculous. I think he'd have a basketball with him all the time. I think he would constantly be throwing the basketball, and you'd have to collect the basketball, but it kind of has like a bouncing mechanic.
Dude, yeah.
So you can literally go right onto someone, jump, grab it if it bounces off of them, and then spike it at them, and you could literally have like combos that are so insane. Obviously, I'd want him with Kuroko, but Kuroko would be like more of that faster, speedier character that does kind of like Sheik, but maybe with some kill moves. You know, maybe even I don't know. I was gonna say maybe Kuroko and Kagami because they work the best together,
like a tag team.
But I think I'm just gonna stick with Kagami.
Yeah.
I just think he would be a kooky pick where it's like, oh, that's so perfect. Like, come on.
Sick. Yeah.
That would be fucking. I would love that so much.
Kagami. What would his B be?
His B?
Yeah. Does he pull out a basketball, or has he always got?
I think he's always got the basketball, and I think that would be like he still has his moves. Like he can still do. He literally has something called a meteor smash or a meteor dunk, which is he literally jumps before the hoop is even in front of him, and he spikes it into the, like, that's something he does. They all have moves, so I think it would be any Kuroko character you could turn.
What if that literally shot that down, and what if you do it off ledge and it actually spikes?
It spikes. That's what I'm saying, but only if you have the ball. Maybe you have to get in close if you don't have the ball, but the ball mechanic would be fucking crazy. I'm just going to look at my list of anime. Oh my god. Guts. Holy shit. Guts from fucking Berserk has to be in it. First off, he has throwing knives that he throws besides his massive sword, which would be like bigger than Ike's, right? Ganondorf style. He'd be huge, right? He also has a cannon in his fake arm, so he literally, that could be his B, and he could literally blow, like people, you could charge it and blow it. He also has, or maybe even his neutral B, kind of like Sheik, he has this attachment he puts on his metal arm, where he, it's like this, it's like a, what are those called, like a crossbow, right?
Oh,
but if he spins this thing, it shoots this like massive amount of arrows.
Dude.
So that could be his B, is he's literally like, and then side B could be his throwing knives.
I like, he's got a cape too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Badass.
Come on.
Is it kind of like Gray-esque? Does Gray kind of like look like him from Xenoblade 3?
Yeah. I mean, he's got like the cape goes over him. Yeah. So like when he's like the Black Swordsman and he's walking around, the whole cape goes around everything he has, and you can see just the hilt of his sword. And the reason he gets revealed, or like whenever people are like, "Oh my God, that's the Black Swordsman," is when he pulls out his sword, Dragon Slayer, which is the most insane sword ever, because people literally say they're like, it doesn't even look like a sword. It looks nothing more than a giant hunk of iron. That's what people say. Massive, huge. No one can lift it besides him. It's literally just because of his strength. What the heck? So I'm going with fucking guts. No question.
No question. You got one more.
Oh, this is a great question. I want to go crazy.
You should. It's the final one.
You're very right. It is the final one. I have one that I want, but I have a dream one. Okay. All right. I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
Legoshi from Beastars. Come on.
Dude, no way. This is the last pick. Legoshi?
I think he would have some kind of like mechanic of like maybe
like werewolf mode,
kind of like werewolf mode, where it's like that darkness that you see in the first episode kind of takes over him, right? And he like starts snarling, right? And he's got like
he's like salivating,
salivating, and he like pulls out his claws. That kind of shit would be tough. Sick. And kind of maybe at first he's like more timid, and he kind of like standing like off to the side. Yeah, he's got the weird hunch that he does. I think he would be a crazy-ass character.
That would be sick.
Or even, like, because he is afraid to use his strength, unless he has that weird revenge mechanic. I don't know how they do it. Sure. Like, maybe he's, like, apologizing when he hits people, like, stuff like that. Sorry. Yeah, like, oops. Yeah. You know, that kind of stuff would be,
this would definitely be very, I feel like the anime would be, like, the one-liners happening
in the game
would be insane.
It would have to. Yeah, and I think his,
what would his BB be?
His BB?
His BB.
What's his BB?
Who's his BB?
Who's his BB? You know who his BB is.
Who's his BB?
His BB is fucking Haru.
Oh, yeah.
The bunny.
Haru shows up.
And
that's what activates his final smash. Yeah, and he goes, like, he's like, oh, but I don't want to do it for me.
Oh, you have to. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
His neutral B, I think, could be some kind of grab. Because you see him a lot kind of using his strength to block and protect and kind of grabbing people. Like many times he's like put people into a headlock to kind of just like cool them down basically. A command grab would be really cool.
That'd be sick.
Even like just like
in front of him.
Yeah.
Like that,
or even like a side B would be like a wolf like claw. Ooh. Like going to the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, imagine kind of like wolf. Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally
something like that.
Oh, that'd be sick, bro. Okay.
Would be sick.
I think we should wrap it.
I'm ready
to
wrap.
There, Josh.
I'm ready to wrap.
I'm going to make sure we get this all documented. Yeah. I do want to say, though, in reflection, just so you know, we went through 9 total animes.
Yes.
Each with 4 picks.
Yes.
Right? So that's 36. Yeah.
I could keep going.
Oh, I know.
My Hero, I could keep going.
But today,
Black Clover.
We got 36.
Are you kidding me?
Plus, we
Chainsaw
got
Man?
3 more from your All-Stars. So we had 39 picks. Just so you know, that's about half the Smash roster.
That's about half.
Like right there.
You're not wrong.
In just one episode.
I for next time, I know what I want to bring up.
Okay.
Finland Saga has to be a part of the roster.
Actually on the cut list.
Solo leveling.
This was the cut list.
Yes.
Bleach, Naruto, My Hero, Vinland Saga.
And that's a tough one with Vinland Saga.
You chose it anyway.
Because no, I can't say.
You can't say it. Yeah.
Should I?
We'll save it for next time.
Should I?
Sneak peek.
Thorfinn's in there.
Ah! Yeah, I knew it.
Damn it.
Yeah, have to, bro.
And
I put Thor's.
Thor's and Thorkel?
It's just...
Come on.
I mean, can we just make, like, Thor the video game?
There are 4 Thors that you meet throughout all of... all I'll say is...
I haven't seen one, then.
What?
Right?
You've seen Thor's, Thorfinn, and Thorkel.
Right.
If you see any other character, if they have Thor in their name...
They're probably, like,
they are busted.
As fuck.
Yeah, they're the worst characters.
They're the worst characters. They don't do anything. Joshy, we're wrapping our main topic right here, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's jump to our class trial.
Baby.
Which...
I got it.
Right here?
Yes. Oh! I also kind of forgot we do the new kind, so I kind of made it a classic.
Hey, that's cool, bro. We'll just go down the list, and if you want to give me, like, hints...
These are still things you learn. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
These are all things that you can learn from a class trial. But I kind of forgot about that.
I'll ask for hints. I kind of want to figure it out.
So
let's do it.
What I called this is Sam's Smash Trivia.
Oh,
because
yes.
What I did was choose through the characters that I feel are your mains, and I asked a question about them from their games or from Smash or something.
Oh, fuck.
So the characters I'll tell you right now. I picked Mewtwo, Dr. Mario, Joker, Pokemon Trainer, Byleth, Hero, and Sephiroth. How well do you feel on that? That's pretty accurate, right?
I feel like...
Who are you missing? Because I was thinking about that. Am I missing anyone?
Run me again.
Okay. I had Mewtwo, Dr. Mario, Joker, Pokemon Trainer, Byleth, Hero, Sephiroth. If nothing's screaming out to you, good, because I literally was like...
Pokemon Trainer, but...
That's the only one you could think that might not be on top? Your Ivysaur's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, bro. I just love Pokemon Trainer. Like, seriously?
Just think about the spikes you've gotten off with Ivysaur, though.
Ivysaur is nuts. Dude, spikes up. Like, both ways. You're just...
Oh, yeah. You're done.
I feel good with it, bro. Let's just,
cool.
Let's chill.
All right. Getting it started, baby.
I'm ready, baby.
You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
This one's going to start off for Mewtwo.
Okay, great.
What Pokedex number is Mewtwo in the original Kanto Pokedex?
150.
That is correct. Atta boy. All right.
Let's go, baby.
Some of these are going to be easy for you. Some not so much.
Hey,
okay? But you chose these names, so that's on you.
Yeah. No, it is.
All right. This one is for Dr. Mario. What year did Dr. Mario first debut on the NES?
1992.
I'll let you have one more, and I'll tell you that's wrong. But I want you to... What are you thinking?
1989.
It's 1990. You're so close.
Oh,
so close.
It's right there.
1990.
I knew it was somewhere around when I was born. Turns out it's a little before. Okay. Doctor.
Alrighty, baby. So, we're on to Joker, my friend. What is Joker's real name?
Well, I will say, in base Persona 5, it's not canon. It does not have a name.
Doesn't have one.
In the manga, when the manga came out, his canon name was given, which was Ren Amimaya. And then they actually came out with the animation, and in the localization of the animation, he had a different name, and it was Akira something. It's not Amamaya though. It's something else.
Akira something. I said if you got
Ren. No, I think it's Akira.
I said if you got one of them right, you absolutely got it. Ren Amamaya is completely correct.
Ren Amamaya, baby.
I was really expecting you to know that, so I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Pokemon Trainer, right?
And can I also, to give you a tidbit of why I know that?
Oh, please.
Because I'm such
Don't you have the manga, too?
I do. Yeah, I think I just have Persona 4 and 3. I don't think I have the 5. It's almost like taller form.
Yeah.
It's like a size that is not normally used, right? It kind of looks weird on the shelf.
Yeah.
I'll be real, but
I know
Fire manga, I just like... The game is OG source,
yeah,
and I just am such a fan of the game. It's almost like I don't know. Sometimes I'm in the mood for the extra. Sometimes I just like love it, right? I will say, we've talked about this before, but like almost like a create your own character-esque can be something that...
A silent protagonist.
And that's all the Persona characters, except for that's what makes the manga and stuff cool. But even then, they're kind of passive, because that's what you are, right?
Sure.
Joker was kind of the first exception. Joker really
He's got, personality,
has personality to him. Yeah. Even if it is just grunts, he's still like I don't know. There's more to him than just kind of being
Amamaya has a lot of personality.
A lot of personality. Okay?
That's nice.
And I want to, you get to name them at the beginning of the game.
Right.
And I, being the fan I am in Persona, I want to name them the canon character. So when I first started Persona 5, I found out there's no canon name.
Wow.
Until Persona 5 Royal. That's when I did the hunt and found the actual names.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's how you knew.
That's how I knew, baby.
So you had a playthrough.
Just like Persona 3 is Makoto. Makoto, I can't remember his last name, honestly, but Persona 4 is Yu Narakami. All of those were not given out when the game came out.
That's a real fan right there, by the way.
I got you.
Real fan. Yeah, in the same way I always name Link. I always do.
Well, you and I are the exact same. Come on
now. We have to. It's his canon name. All right. You ready for the next one?
Ready.
Pokemon Trainer. What tagline is said after Pokemon trainer's final smash is effectively pulled off?
What was the beginning of the question?
What tagline is said?
It's super effective.
That's right.
Yeah!
Attaboy. Alrighty. Ready for the next one?
Ready, baby.
Alright. This is for Byleth. This question is, what is Byleth's occupation? And what is the name of the place they work at?
Okay, she works at Garrick Mach.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a professor.
That's very correct.
Gotcha,
Completely
brother.
correct.
Yeah, man.
Attaboy.
Garrick Mach Monastery.
Right. You ready?
Ready.
This one's going to be tough. I don't even know if you'll know this when I wrote this. All right. For Hero, what is the name of Hero's pet hamster that can be seen in his 4th and 8th skin in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
Fuck, dude. It's the guy from Dragon Quest VIII at the very beginning. Is there any hints?
It's a cute name, and it starts with an M.
It's not Momo.
No, it's not.
Is it,
This one's tough.
Mum?
No, it's not Mum. It is...
How many letters is it?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
Michael.
Close! No, I'm just kidding. It's Munchie.
Munchie!
Yeah.
Wasn't even close.
Yeah, that's okay, though.
Beautiful.
All right, final question.
Okay,
Sephiroth.
got you.
And this one I hope you can understand, because I had to do a little bit of researching to find this out. What was the name of the being that brainwashed Sephiroth into walking the path of evil?
Genova.
That's completely correct, baby. You got them all right, except for you got really close with Dr. Mario. I'll give you half a point for that one. And the only one you missed was Munchie. That was the only one.
Yeah, baby.
And that's a really good one, huh?
Thank you, bro.
I'm really impressed.
that was really fun.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man. The diversity of this episode.
All I was given was the word Smash.
That's it. That's all I told him last night. I had something to do with Smash to help with the trivia preparation. Joshy, I have a rather unique Proverb Spotlight to send us out for this summer.
This summer.
Yes, I'm going to give you a mini story real quick of how the Proverb Spotlight went down.
Okay.
I didn't really just want to do what I normally do and just gear it towards the main topic this week. I could have, but I found a quote from Seven Deadly Sins, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to do something new.
Okay.
So I asked Kendall when we were playing games last night. We were playing Paper Mario. When a quote comes out, we also watched Seven Deadly Sins. When you hear a quote, let me know. We passed out, completely forgot. So the quote wasn't found.
Okay.
So it came into today, and when I woke up, I was like, oh shit, I didn't think of a quote. And then I just happened to be browsing Reddit when I found very wise words. So this is from a Reddit post, my man, which was actually from the Pokemon Sleep subreddit.
Oh, is it?
But I think you don't even need to know the context. The quote is, one thing to always remember is that it is okay to have expectations and it is okay to be hyped. But before anything is officially announced, those expectations only exist in your head. They are not real. So if reality doesn't live up to your expectations, you can't be angry at that. You have not lost anything because it was never real.
Wow. Is that just a Redditor? What was the name of the guy?
I'm not kidding. His name's Dark Johnny.
Atta fucking boy, Dark Johnny. That is a quote of a lifetime, dude.
That is gold.
What a great quote. Seriously.
Man, I think you and I can resonate with this, and I've definitely been a victim of it. Almost being like, oh, it could have been.
Hype and expectations can ruin an experience.
Absolutely.
I think that there's a lot of great experiences out there that even I've experienced that like didn't live up to it, but doesn't mean it's bad. Right?
No.
You know?
Yeah.
I think I did the same thing with Link's Awakening. I think I cut it a very tough break because I should have looked at it for what it was.
What it was.
As an HD remaster, kind of remembering this Game Boy classic and less of a brand new style Zelda experience.
Definitely.
You know?
Or even coming after Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah.
Just set the bar so damn high.
It did.
Man. I thought it was just gold. I think it's
great
quote. It puts it into perfect words. We gotta keep ourselves in check too. You're never.
Oh my gosh!
If you let your brain do it, it will.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my god! Yeah.
It's crazy. So
I agree.
Yeah. I hope that resonates.
It definitely does. I like that quote. Attaboy. Dark. What's his name?
Dark Johnny.
Dark Johnny.
Johnny has a alter ego out there. Dark Johnny.
He's pretty smart, so you might as well check him out, Johnny.
Yeah, he's like the philosophical version of Johnny just roaming Reddit, right?
Yeah. Just looking around.
I have no idea, but if you're ever curious, I have I always cite my sources, so I have a link directly to the Reddit post.
You should let him know on Reddit. Be like, hey, I used your quote for this episode of my podcast. Here's a link.
That's actually like genius. Yeah. I'm just gonna write Dark Johnny. Yeah. I'll send him a DM.
And then if he's hearing this, what's up, Dark Johnny? Nice words, man. You're a legend.
Yeah, bro. That is beautiful.
Yeah, seriously.
All right.
Hey.
That's officially a wrap for episode 46.
And a wrap for the next couple weeks.
For this podcast. And a wrap for the summer.
That's right, baby.
I mean, when we come back, summer will still
School's
be
out for summer.
School's out for the summer.
That's right,
you know? But yeah, let's get this package wrapped up. Let's park the boat.
Park it.
All right. Park it?
You don't park it. You dock it.
Dock.
Yeah. You dock a boat.
I'm not gonna say anything. We're docking the boat.
Gosh.
Okay.
All
right, Joshy. Let's plug one last time.
Let's plug it.
All right, you down, guys? Don't forget, check out the Spotify Q&A.
Yes.
I'll double check after we're done recording. Make sure
it works.
Make sure it's up and running.
Yeah.
If not, I'll have a poll at least.
Oh yeah.
Let us know what you thought of Joshy and I's picks. Let us know what you thought of Joshy's kind of just a wheelhouse of ideas for characters. If you want to add on to them.
I was gonna say, if you have some anime characters you want to throw in. We'll throw them in.
Yes.
How about that?
Absolutely.
Even if it's something we don't know, if it's an anime we've never seen, we're looking them up and we're finding out why they're going to be in our game. Because guess what? We're a crew here.
We are.
We're a crew and we're going to run with our crew. You got an idea? Throw it in there.
Absolutely.
Because it's a part of the pick.
It's part of the pick, baby. And I'll tell you what, it's going in the pop topic bank.
Hell yeah.
I already know. I could just pull 2 characters from that whole list.
Oh, man.
And we could actually build the character for the pop topic.
And think of some ones for the next time we do this.
Absolutely.
You know? Let us know. Let us know.
Yes, sir. Please. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Be a part of it, participating. Patreon.com/FlashBrosPodcast or send us an email, flashbrospodcast@gmail.com. As always.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for cooking with me today,
of course,
Joshy.
buddy. Wouldn't rather be anywhere else.
Grateful as hell for you.
Grateful you're
We're running Smash, right?
Yes.
Since we're done?
Of course.
Yeah. Bro, we still get that Falcon Master run, too.
We do.
Yeah. See if we can get some boys over. Let's get it going. My friends, last call.
Yes,
we will see you all, not next week.
Yeah.
Or the week after.
Yeah.
We will be back. What date will we actually be back, Josh?
I don't know.
We should probably announce that.
We should.
So, this episode's dropping the 13th. Okay? We will be back the 3rd.
Get ready for the 3rd, gang.
Get ready for the 3rd. The 20th and 27th, no content, maybe a surprise, but we will see. Be safe, spread love, enjoy your weekend and your summer.
Keep living, baby.